You forgot to press record.
No, the stream is going. I just forgot to press.
He threw my 3DS on the ground. God damn it!
So violent.
Very. Jesus Christ.
What
You know how much this thing cost me? It cost me $50. God.
$50. That's crazy. But we're also gonna be. I'm gonna be bringing up video game fandoms near the end, and then we're gonna. What the heck? This is my phone.
What is going on?
And then we're gonna be.
We're dropping 3DS.
Picking up that conversation as well tomorrow.
Stealing phones? What the fuck is going on?
Conversation about video game fandoms tomorrow.
Lit.
But, yeah, so I guess AK start us off then.
Okay, can you share the news on Facebook for me?
Oh, here you go then. You can, I don't know what else you wanted me to type.
Oh, it stinks.
Okay.
God damn it, no.
I can start off.
Dude,
okay,
did you fucking lay it out?
No, that's the cat.
Oh, fucking hell, dude. Jesus Christ.
What?
Cat.
Dude, that shit smells.
Ichigo.
That shit smells like burnt onions.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Fucking hell.
I don't know why he's so strong like that.
Okay, for those that don't know, YB and Derek's cat has been eating a lot, and
no confidence too.
YB and Derek's cat has been eating a lot and has been pooping profusely, so it smells in the studio right now.
Dude, that shit fucking stinks.
Hold on, I'm gonna go.
Right, going all over the place.
Look at you.
Ah, he's sitting on your pillow.
He's like zooming away.
Dude.
There's nothing even in there. I think he just farted.
You just farted?
Yes.
God damn.
Our smallest cat let out a big fart?
Dude,
Yes.
that's no fart. That's a fucking. Oh, God. That's
Ghost poop.
crop dusting the whole place. God damn.
Jesus Christ, man.
I
What the
can't.
fuck y'all put in this food?
Nothing. Not a
He
damn
eats the same
thing.
as others.
Bro, whatever he fucking eating, just coming out strong. Fuck.
Oh,
But anyway, so
Oh my
recently
God,
in
dude.
news,
I don't know if I can do this damn
Do you
shit.
want me to go get the air freshener?
Close the fucking door first. God damn.
okay, so recently in news, with the whole Space Jam movie coming out soon, and Looney Tunes somewhat becoming trendy again, but trendy for the wrong reasons. Apparently, Pepe Le Pew is offensive
He is very
nowadays,
offensive.
and according to my dad and uncles,
I don't know.
our generation is to blame for it, which I'm pretty sure they're joking about it, but
They're probably right though.
like you said, it's like we were talking about earlier, it's like we're like an in between generations, like millennials and Gen Z are kind of like intertwined. That's why we got like post Gen Z, post millennial stuff.
Millennials.
Like I told you the other day, I don't believe that generations really matter. It just depends on how you were raised. Like some people are older generation, but their views are different from new generation or the same old generation. Some people could see this shit as bad. Some people could see this shit as good. Personally, I don't really care. It don't really bother me. Y'all can cancel whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. As long as it's not anime or manga, I don't care.
I knew you were going to do it. You ass.
So, the other thing is, like you said, we had been having this conversation earlier. This is one of the softest generations.
I'm closing the door.
This cat is on one. I think he got into the catnip.
He's lit right now.
This is one of the softest generations of all time.
We need to have another World War II.
No.
We do not need another World War II.
What we need is parents discipline their kids more.
I don't understand that. I don't understand about parents not beating their kids anymore. That's fucking insane. Like
It's because
when I was younger, if I fucked up, I got slapped in the head or the face.
I think it's because
No question.
Kids
What have
or
I done?
parents would
Exactly.
call child
Protective Services?
Yeah, or the kid would call them and just put a
Well, the
parent
kid
at
needs to
disadvantage.
get fucking off because that's fucked up.
Don't advocate for people's deaths. That's wrong.
I don't know about that. I mean,
That-
canceling
that's-
Pepe Le
that's
Pew.
wrong. I mean, I don't agree with canceling Pepe Le Pew. I can understand how some people would say that he's offensive.
Pepe Le Pew got that
But-
one shot in Space Jam. He
But it's
does
more
not
like-
deserve to get
He
fucking
literally
canceled.
pushes himself onto the girl over and over again.
But-
Even though she
Yeah,
says,
but the
I
girl,
don't like you.
but the
thing
girl
is,
beats
it's
the shit
mutual.
out of him.
No, it's mutual. Like she
She-
likes him,
yeah.
but she doesn't like how he smells.
Yeah, because he smells like a skunk. There are episodes where she does the exact opposite.
Like,
Yeah.
she gets thirsty of him, and he's like, oh my god, I did not want this. I want to chase,
the
not
problem
be
is-
chased.
That was a pretty funny episode. That one time I did turn around on him.
The thing is, though, is that people keep pushing it like Pepe Le Pew, and like when people draw things with Pepe Le Pew, it's them pushing their inner what?
Like they're projecting.
Yeah, they're projecting on the character. It's like, no, Pepe Le Pew is not supposed to be a character that you look at and be like, oh, that's who I want to be like growing up. It's entirely meant to be satirical, and you're supposed to know that what he's doing is wrong, is bad, and you shouldn't want to be this person.
The thing is, with Pepe Le Pew, he's like Johnny Bravo. Like, they're both like womanizers, but they're so bad at it, and they obviously get punished for being womanizers. Like, Johnny gets hit and punched, Pepe Le Pew gets rejected.
Constantly.
And personally, I think that what Johnny does is worse than what Pepe Le Pew does.
Yeah, but he objectifies them. He doesn't really care about them. He just cares about how they look.
Yeah, but watch, feminists are like, they're like cheering for Johnny Bravo because there's that one feminist Johnny Bravo episode where Johnny turns into a woman, and there's like some weird woman parade march or whatever, and they like praise that on Twitter. Like, I've seen that like so many times.
So you're saying we should cancel Johnny Bravo next?
No,
No.
what we should
Yeah.
cancel.
No,
What
I
we
mean,
should cancel is to get people to stop freaking out.
No, we need
Tell
to
him it's
cancel
not that
people
bad.
who's canceling.
Like, cancel culture needs to stop because...
Cancel culture's not gonna fix things. Because shit make worse. Shit make worse.
and the thing with
Make
this,
shit worse.
and the thing with this generation is like, all right, so our generation grew up with like Looney Tunes. Like, Looney Tunes was like still coming on Cartoon Network and stuff, and Boomerang. Like, we all grew up with Looney Tunes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this generation grew up with like Family Guy, like
Family
Quagmire.
Guy, South Park, Shorties Watching Shorties, Drawn Together, what is it? Crank Yankers, The Simpsons.
You are
The
forgetting the
Chappelle
number one
Show.
show. You're forgetting number one show. Nut Shack.
The fuck
I've
is
never
Nut
actually
Shack?
seen
Never heard of that.
Oh,
But-
this is Nut Shack.
The
This
point,
is Nut
the
Shack.
point
Dude,
is
this shit is
the
lit.
point is
I
that we
love it.
grew up watching these super... they're not even offensive, but these super outlandish cartoons where basically everyone was free game. You know, well, clearly not everyone was free game. There's things that, you know, they haven't made fun of. There's things they still won't make fun of. Everything was free. Like, basically everything else was free game. And how does a generation grow up watching that and then turn around and start being offended by these things? And they constantly say, like, oh, well, we just didn't realize we were supposed to be offended back then.
And like we were saying earlier, like they were like how we were saying earlier, like how Pepe Le Pew's French and stuff, and the French people, like most of them aren't offended by Pepe Le Pew because it's satire. Like, they don't mind, they don't care. But you got these Americans or this generation being offended for them. It's like no one asked you to be offended for them. They're not offended, or at least not most of them aren't offended.
Y'all just need to stop acting like cupcakes.
Are you saying that because I'm eating a cupcake?
Yep, exactly.
Dog, they're so incredibly
Weak.
Soft.
depressingly soft.
Weak.
I was gonna say
If a
can't
country,
handle- y'all can't
if a
handle any
country
type of
invades
joke.
us, they will need a lot to get it done.
I was gonna say they're nonsensical because they lack any common sense.
Because they will tell the invaders that they can come in because they can speak a different language, and we are being racist because trying to stop them.
And what's funny is, like, I know it's not every generation of Generation Z because my sister has sense because I like show her some of these things and she's like, these people are stupid. If a freaking 11-year-old can call you stupid and
You
you're
are stupid,
our
then.
age, then that's saying something.
And you are stupid. That's how it is. That's
Now,
how
I
it
can,
is.
I
That's
can
how it is.
understand being upset about certain things, but to take it to the extent to where they've continued to take it for the past years, if something marginally upsets you, instead of thinking maybe I should just stop,
Watching or
stop
absorbing
watching
this.
or stop absorbing this material, I don't want anybody to see this. And it's like, what's offensive to you isn't offensive to someone else. No, and it's not like these shows are going out of their way to be incredibly, offensive. It's amazing that South Park
It's still going.
is still going and hasn't been canceled yet with the amount of things that they do.
I think it's because people know South Park is just meant to be offensive. Like,
Yeah.
See,
That's
but
the
that's
point.
not the thing. If you, it's meant to be
They're-
offensive,
yes.
yes. Versus something that's not even as offensive as South Park, and you're trying to cancel that.
over South Park, where
Makes
its
no
job
sense.
literally is to offend you, and you're just laughing and
And
hucking it
poke
up.
fun at things too. It's
Exactly.
still satirical.
It touches on it's touched everything. South Park has touched everything.
Yeah,
and
these
literally
it has
things
been
are also
offensive as possible. Family Guy has
Almost.
is like
Family
mid.
Guy pretty much just
Definitely-
copied off Simpsons.
Family Guy is definitely mid in the offense, but
They
even-
swing at everybody.
Yeah, he swings at everybody, but he doesn't like go straight for your throat. And even then, they got on Seth MacFarlane for some of the jokes, mostly the gay jokes, and he started cutting a lot of those out in the newer episodes. Because
Even
Oh
like-
no, he brought him back.
But he did
Good.
But he did bring it up on a Donald Trump episode.
Like-
We're cutting back on gay jokes a little bit.
what will it take to appease those who are so easily offensive, but
And what's-
still let offensive shows be around? Like, you can't get to everything because it's impossible. You're gonna be forever offended. You need to stop being soft
Now-
and just take everything as for what it is, which
Yeah,
is a
wink,
joke.
wink.
I was having this conversation with one of my coworkers, and cancel culture, the social justice warrior
joke.
movement, it's transcended beyond doing what's right to having power. And I mean that in a sense that it's not even that the show should be canceled or that the characters should be canceled or the characters should be removed. Like Apu in The Simpsons, there was absolutely nothing wrong with him.
You
It was
a store
just-
owner.
You
That
just
was
have the
it.
Indian at 7-Eleven. That's it.
It was just having the power to have that kind of influence over the industry and over the studio. And they continue to do things like that. If you say something that I don't like, instead of me just not interacting with you anymore, or maybe just not engaging you in that kind of discussion, I'm going to try to rile up as many people as I can and get them to mass attack you, mass flag you, what have you, so they can remove you from whatever thing you have. It's not about who's right or who's wrong. It's how can they destroy your life, or how can they destroy this or that.
The thing is, they're basically cyber bullies, and you're just, doing this whole mob mentality thing. And what pisses me off is how social media always advocates, no cyberbullying or harassment, but they don't do anything about them who's clearly, harassing people. These people are, literally trying to get people to kill themselves.
So,
Remember the whole Vic Mignogna thing?
I don't know. Here's one that's even better. And I don't really feel one way or another, but the super straight thing.
Super straight thing.
I
Oh,
fucking
that!
love
Oh, I
Super
remember
Straight.
that. I remember that.
fucking love
What?
Super Straight.
So
Basically, someone saying they're super straight, but it's they're just bringing it up basically it's I'm not racist.
But I'm not racist.
So what?
Oh
what
wait,
happened-
no. I thought you were talking about the guy on TikTok saying that he doesn't date straight girls because straight girls like dick, and that's pretty gay. So
What?
What?
So let me explain it.
What?
So, this is how he explained it. Being straight is still gay because you're going after a girl that likes dick, which is pretty gay. So instead, he goes after lesbians because lesbians like. I don't know how you say it, but I don't know how to say it. without
How
being
is he
offensive.
going against fucking biology?
No, it's because girls like
No,
dick.
I
so
get,
No,
it's
I
like,
get what he's saying.
like,
I get what he's trying to say.
Girls are of course are going to be attracted to dick.
and he calls it ultra straight.
Okay, so
Okay, I think he's just trying to be humorous.
That shit was funny. That shit made
He's
me
just
laugh.
trying to be
That shit was
humorous.
funny.
That's it.
okay, so
that's
I found that the stream game because I'm watching Yaley do it,
Yeah.
and the stream gameplay, like I had said before, is literally 15 to 20 seconds behind. On the stream, you're just now digging up that bag of shells.
Oh.
You haven't even jumped across the river yet. But anyway, the whole super straight thing was because for these past year, maybe
There she
year or
goes.
two, and it seems to almost entirely be an attack on straight men, because I never see this be brought up when it's a straight woman who says that they don't want to date a trans man. It's only when a guy says that he doesn't want to date a trans woman. They get labeled transphobic, they get called homophobic, transphobic, a bigot.
That's
all
the
these
thing.
other,
Cancel cultures
all
always
these
go
other
after
guys.
guys.
mainly.
Well,
But-
when they go after girls, women. It's when a woman goes against what they believe.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a couple of TikTokers who have been attacking people off of this.
Oh my god.
Stitching their videos and then attacking them. And this guy had finally had enough. So he said, you know what? I don't like this. I realize that it's a new gender, you know? It's not that I'm transphobic, it's my gender. I only date women who are biologically women. I'm super straight. And it caused a bit of an uproar because
People took offense to that.
ironically, it got classified as an actual gender. And so, how you said, like, the cancel culture stuff? So, some of these people were attacking and canceling other people's accounts and profiles by calling them, lost my train of thought.
Bigots?
By calling them bigots, transphobes, and they would have their accounts removed, videos removed, shadow banned, what have you, across, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Just, basically, you just get attacked. There's nothing you can do about it, because now you're labeled as a transphobe. But because super straight somehow got registered as an actual gender, they're being protected by that same thing.
I swear.
No, wait, no, hold on. So those people who were, like those TikTokers who were attacking people because they said they didn't want to date someone who was transgender, they're now getting shadow banned or having videos removed because they're attacking him and other people for saying that they're super straight. And it's driving them up the wall because the same thing that was allowing them to attack people without impunity is now keeping them from attacking those people and is now punishing them in the same breath.
What kills me over all of this is it doesn't matter what direction you go, you're going to get attacked no matter what. You can be straight, you can be gay, someone's not going to like it either way. Religious people aren't going to like that you're gay. People who have a more open mind aren't going to like the fact that you're straight.
I've stopped caring about religion. Like that shit's whack now.
It's just like there's no winning with anything anymore. You can't do anything without being offensive to somebody. Oh, you sitting there on the street doing nothing? Go get a job. Why are you sitting there on the street? Why are you offended with me just being put in one place that I chose to put myself in? Why are you offended by me not doing anything?
The thing is, this cancel culture mob's always after men, usually straight white men who are religious, like Chris Pratt, because they've been trying to cancel him for months now on Twitter.
Yeah, they tried to cancel him.
Robbie Downey Jr.
Robert
Yeah, good luck
Downey
with that
Jr.
one. Yeah.
The thing is, Seth MacFarlane and Robbie Downey Jr. all called out the cancel culture thing. Seth MacFarlane, he did it on Family Guy with Brian when he made an offensive tweet, and everyone just harassed him and his family.
Here's how I feel like it should be handled. Fucking ignore them. I know it's hard hard to do that because people can only take so much, but
it's hard to ignore them when the media just gives them coverage. Whenever someone gets canceled or whatever, the media will report on it.
And that's another thing. The media is being controlled. Why listen to the media? Everything you see on TV is not the truth.
Here's the other thing, is that the media also fans the flames, because it all gets started by someone
on Twitter
who's just searching for clout tokens. A little clout demon is out here looking for their moment, their moment of shine. So they start whatever claim they want, whatever claim they can, and they, like I said, they try to get people riled up, get as many retweets, as many likes as they can get, and then it doesn't help when the media, if you defend yourself against these people, then the media blasts you for being, a bigot, racist,
now I think about it,
homophobe.
I think they did that with Vic Mignogna.
Yeah.
They reported it on the news saying anime's first Me Too movement. Why are you reporting it like this?
Exactly.
It's because that gets them the views.
It's all because of the Me Too movement. If they would have kept their mouth shut and not said
Oh
nothing.
my god.
Oh my god, are you trying to get us canceled?
Wow.
What the heck?
Anyway, don't do that.
Don't listen to Abel. He's the weeaboo in the group.
He's trolling that.
Hey man,
But
that's really the only way you
anyway,
can fight at this point.
What I was gonna say was, they, like you said, the Vic Mignogna stuff, they were covering it, but they were only covering the side that was painting him in such a negative light. And everything that they had been covering at the beginning, because when it started to come to light that what they had been brought against him was actually false and was fake, they stopped talking about it. But at the beginning, when they were talking about him sexually harassing people, all these different photos of him with photo proof of him sexually assaulting and harassing people, they were covering that.
Yeah.
And then when we come to find out, it was fake and it never happened, they didn't say anything. They never said anything. They just stopped covering it. But as soon as something else came out where they could paint him negative, then they started covering it again. But then when that was debunked, they stopped talking about it. So we see a similar situation where whenever someone's being called a transphobe or a homophobe or whatever is misogynist, whatever, they cover it, but only when they can cover it and paint someone to be negative. And like you said, typically a straight male, and what's more common is a straight white male.
But the thing is, it's like, I don't know, it's just with this generation, all they care about is like I said, getting the tweets and likes and whatever. Like they just care about clout and not really like getting real attention by actual skill or merit alone.
Some of them, yeah. Majority of them, I believe
and
that.
they don't care about
And it's
what
like-
they do to hurt people either.
And it's like, alright, so for example, like, you know how like we have like some artists that are like really good, right? And then you get like some like young Generation
really
Zer like saying, oh my god, your art sucks or whatever, or I could draw better than this, and you go on their account and they draw so crappy.
Hey, I mean,
Bro,
Manganga?
I'm gonna need
Jesus.
people to keep that same energy because, you know,
Hold
I-
that thought
I-
for a second.
hold on. I'm not big enough on, you know, my own Instagram or wherever I post my art. I'm not big at all. But I see it happen on your friend's Instagram where it always seems to be some random person who wants to hop out the woodworks and comment on her pictures and be like, oh, you could do this better or you need to do that better for it to look good. You're not doing that right. Then you go and look at their profile. Not a single piece of their artwork looks remotely passable to the point where you can give criticism, to the point where you can, you know, critique other people's artwork and tell them areas where they need to improve to be noticed. When the artwork that you're posting either isn't your own or is nowhere near that level. And that's not, you know, art shaming or saying, or, you know, gatekeeping or being like, you can't be interested in art, but just know your level, you know what I mean?
It's like practice what you preach. Like
You
can't
practice
really
what you preach.
you can't like really be calling someone who's kind of, well, what's the word? No, like
Oh my god.
you can't like. Basically, it's like you can't call someone who's like outranks you or who is like has more experience by show alone. Like you can tell they have more experience than you. Like you can't just tell them what to do.
And my thing is, I don't mean it necessarily in a way like that because I don't want to come off as like, you know,
Condescending.
rude or condescending. But it's like,
But they can't act condescending when they do that.
yeah, if you don't draw it yourself, or if you're just starting out, basically the point is, don't critique someone's artwork if your artwork definitely needs improvement. That's probably the best way that I can put it. I'm really not trying to sound like a mean person.
No, you're
But
fine.
if
The
I'm
argument
going
is being
to-
look weird anyway.
If I'm gonna put it bluntly, you can't be someone who only averages 3 points with 1 assist and only gets 30 seconds of gameplay and then try to tell LeBron James what to do. Bro, get off your own bench first before you try to critique me on my game.
That's the thing, though. That's like with this new generation of people on.
They feel like they're entitled
Yeah, basically.
all the fucking time when you're not.
Holy
Not
shit.
like. And it's mostly those who have like a seemingly okay life or seemingly, you know, life that they enjoy, and they just feel like everything's perfect in their world, or they want it to be perfect, so they try to stick their 2 cents into everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't do that because the world does not revolve around you.
It sure does not.
And the thing is, like, alright, I see this mostly with American Twitter because recently they've been trying to get at Japanese artists a lot, like the whole Nessa thing.
Which I don't fucking like. I am gonna get at that later, but let me fight this Charizard real quick.
But the thing is, like, I mostly see with like American people on Twitter, like they'll judge someone from a different culture, like they're obviously not living in America, and they have like a different lifestyle, different ruling. And when they do something from their culture that's okay, they try to cancel them or like ruin their life.
You know, actually, that brings up a good point. There's a video I saw online where a Japanese girl had to explain that Japanese people can't use a specific word that's Japanese because it sounds too close like the N-word.
I think I know what you mean.
And I'm like, dude,
Not good.
Yeah.
Well, that's Chinese for that.
And I'm like,
There's like a lot of Japanese.
no, it's like an
Still.
actual Japanese word that sounds exactly like.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
because
You mean like
like the
Megai?
N-word.
Like in
Yeah.
China,
Like that,
in
like that, yeah.
Chinese, when you
That's
say
not
no,
even-
And it's like,
that's-
and it's like, first off, why are we getting mad at Japanese people? Because they don't live in our country. They didn't deal with the shit that we dealt with. And they have absolutely... They don't have to conform against that because they're in their country. They can do whatever they want. They're not American. They don't have a lot of black people there. And they never had any part of slavery at all. So there's no point for them to actually bother with it because they don't know anything about it. I mean, there's no point in getting mad at them. It's like when a little kid says a curse word and they get hit because they don't know what the curse word means. It's not the kid's fault. He just heard it.
And the other thing is that, those words are words that are their words in their language.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
And so you're trying to police an actual language based off of a word that you don't want.
Next thing they're gonna start canceling language.
And they didn't even know what I know they're actually trying to do that now.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like how that one time someone tried canceling Crayola because the black
because
black crayon
is Spanish.
It's Spanish.
People got mad at that. They're like no, it's negro. It's Spanish for black.
It's like
negro. Like,
yeah,
Jesus.
We can't change anything about it. It's not our fault the white people use it.
And the thing is, it's usually white people that complain about it.
Usually,
Exactly.
one time at work, we had one of the workers had to say she only spoke Spanish, and she had to ask for help with the black customers, and she said, ayúdame, negro, and then they looked at her like, what?
And it's not supposed to be an offensive term. It's just that's how we say it.
Yeah,
that's how we say it.
That's a literal word for the word.
It's
black.
the people like Americans on Twitter are just so freaking ignorant. Like, I forgot what the word was.
You have to understand what you're jumping into before you jump into it.
Exactly.
Like, I forgot
the
what the word
flavor of
was.
the Kool-Aid before you jump in the picture.
Why is it gotta be Kool-Aid?
What?
Y'all never heard that?
No.
If you don't know the flavor of the Kool-Aid, don't jump in the cup.
That's weird. I understand it entirely, but that's just a weird phrase.
That
basically
that's
is
just
if you
my
don't
issue.
know the topic
No,
of the
I
conversation,
got
don't
you.
jump into it.
I'm picking up what you put down. I see what you're sipping in your cup.
This dude, shut up, goddamn.
Are you tipsy already?
No, not yet. If I down this, then I'll be there.
Yo, who wants some Fireball?
I can't. I really shouldn't. I gotta drive.
But as I told, since Cornelius didn't know
Shut
about
up.
it,
Wow.
so this new Twitter thing, like our friend posted on Instagram to show us, was that basically if you have an anime character profile, you're racist, and if you like Japanese characters, like I don't know, you're using a Japanese name for your username, you're racist.
That's stupid.
That's just appreciating a culture. That's
Exactly.
really it.
And the thing is, they brought that up too. Like they're saying, if you're just using the excuse, we're just appreciating the culture, you're lying to yourself. You're just being racist.
Okay, so the only way for
And the thing is, they blamed also the Japanese people for it too, saying the Japanese people are also to blame for it because they're enabling it. And I'm like, what the hell
it's
are you talking
because
about?
They love that weird.
Yeah, they are very okay with Westerners using Japanese because they love the fact that their culture is being spread.
They love the fact that their culture is being interested in.
Why do you think we have conventions?
Yeah,
Like,
we have
seriously.
it. Not we. It's not just to celebrate by anime. It's also to like appreciate the culture. The culture as well. Why do you think we have Black History Month? To appreciate the culture.
Wait, but that's racist. They're appropriating culture.
Shut up. Why do you think we have what was it?
Cinco de Mayo?
No, that's
that's
racist. That's racist. No, I was gonna say Latin Mexican month.
And yet, okay, I feel like this might be an issue down the road some way. They're gonna try and bring back Columbus Day.
But that's what they. But that's
Columbus Day
their-
should be a day.
No!
No.
That guy basically just enslaved Native Americans.
No.
But he did discover the no. Okay, good.
No,
okay,
the fuck no.
No, I
Technically,
get,
he rediscovered it for the
exactly.
third time.
So,
Yes,
He
third
wasn't even
time.
the first person.
Third time. How? No.
anyways, so
We got
I
plenty
don't
of
I don't
great
understand why people
Caucasian
get mad when there's
but
more like,
Jesus.
and I don't want to get into it, but I don't.
No, let out.
No, you really sure? You sure?
No.
You sure?
Not
Yeah,
Not
you
him.
sure? Are you positive?
Don't.
Are you positive?
Do
Yeah,
not.
no.
Alright, fine.
No,
Fine,
that's
we'll save it
not.
for next
That's
time.
not. No, just
No,
don't
we're
say
not
it all.
saving it. No.
Just don't say it all because
No.
it's attacking a certain group of people.
See, you can't
It's-
say that.
It's
Don't say that.
I'm just be very vague about it. It's attacking a certain group of people that believe that their race is getting attacked, even though it's not just them. That's almost like.
Now, wait, so this is a conversation that we're gonna have off camera because it seems to be more in tune with the conversation that I also want to have off camera. Now,
God.
these people that you're saying that believe they're being attacked, do they by chance happen to have more melanin in their skin than other people?
It's stupid.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
I can't see where this is going.
We're not doing that.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
doing that.
We will have that conversation.
It's not. I understand where they're going with it. It's just that a lot of people use it as an excuse to do things that they shouldn't do.
I can agree.
No, that's true. Because
It's
politics
like I totally support it. Like all more power to you. But if you use it just so you can get away with something, that's fucked up.
Oh, you should have
Yeah,
said
well-
calories.
Well, yeah, I hear
Should've
what
sold
you're saying.
the
Yeah.
And those are the ones that are. I mean, they're in the heat of the
I
moment.
know
they're
it's
angry.
not. I know it's not all of them. I know it's just like a
I
handful.
know, not all of them. Just
I
people
know.
are
I
just
know.
enabling it.
I know it's not all of them. It's just a handful of them. But those handful can make this whole group look bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
So that's
aware.
why they need to chill out.
I do have this conversation. Because what I was going to allude to when it comes to fandoms as well is that it's always the vocal minority
Mm-hmm.
who dictate the viewpoint of the silent majority.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what the message is that wants to be spread. All it takes is those super loud voices in the back.
Mhm.
And they will make sure that the viewpoint of what people feel about you as a movement, as a people, as a race, as a culture will likely be negative.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and to bring up to that, like, this ties into, like, the generation and fandoms, because those type of people are, like, in between. But it's like, they always try to dictate, like, sexuality, like, everything must be gay. And
Which I don't get. Like, okay, yeah, everything could be gay, whatever. I don't care. Be gay. Shove something up inside you. I don't care.
and
But not everything has to be gay. There is literally no reason for everything to be gay. It's not Jack and Jack. It's not Adam and Adam. It's not that. It's Adam and Eve and Jack and Jill.
what's funny
That's
is
it.
like that.
You don't have to
No,
make it gay.
This is my thing, and this is not even about. There's nothing wrong with when it comes to like. 'Cause I'm a writer.
Like, I'm okay with gay people. I'm just sick and tired of, like, the media forcing it, like,
Yeah,
pandering.
I mean,
So I'm
be
a
gay, I don't
writer,
care.
and you know
Everything
as
needs
we're
to be in
working on our-
moderation.
As
Right.
we're working on our webcomic and stuff, and on the right, I don't have an issue with
You have gay characters.
transgender
Fuck.
or having gay characters. The problem is that these people keep like screaming for there to be gay characters, and they don't realize that the issue that comes with that is that
It's
the
harder to
characters.
write.
It's not
It's not
hard to
hard to
write.
write.
It's not
It's
hard
not
to write.
that.
It's just
They want us to expose that they're gay
Yeah,
for the
it's
sake
like,
of
make
being
them
the
gay.
character-
Yeah,
the
just
character stops
being
being
a
a
character.
character.
Because
They
when-
just become,
The gay.
and I don't mean to put it this way, but they just become the gay one.
The gay.
That's
And
it.
it's not because
Mhm.
instead of them writing the character and their personality, and instead of showing us that they're gay,
You know,
or showing us that they're transgender, or I'm going to take this to another level, showing us that they're a woman, they make sure that they
to
shove it.
expose everything.
They make sure that they shove it down your throat.
No.
Stop shoving it down
Now.
our throats. That wait. That John X is gay, or that Carol Y is transgender.
The Carol Y.
Show us. No, like just show us.
That's
Don't
what we-
tell us
that's
that
what
is
we
literal
want.
lazy writing.
Like
Like,
you want to
show
be
us.
entertained.
Probably-
Let us entertain you through our writing. Don't
instead
just
of
ask
making
for
their
it
instead of
direct.
making their personality focused around them being transgender,
Like if
or
you
making-
horny fuck, okay,
Yeah,
just watch
yeah.
porn. Jesus.
or making their personality
Right, for real.
the focal around them being a strong woman, or their personality being someone who's gay, that is the wrong way. That shouldn't be the focal main point of their character. That should be a part of who they are instead of their entire being.
Right.
Instead of, Samantha Z, she's the strong
God
woman
damn it.
character. No, she's a strong woman who also
Happens to
likes
be gay.
who also likes to handle her business. And I don't mean business as in her day-to-day life. I mean her actual CEO business. And on the side, she has to take care of her family, not her kids, but her extended family, her sister, her mother, her brother, her dad. Carol Y has to go through the thought process of transitioning from a man to being the woman that she was born and knows that she wants to be. So she has to go through the mental steps of preparing to tell her family and opening up herself to that new version of life to be the person that she wants to be. But that's not going to stop her from from carrying on from her wood shop business or her flower shop or whatever else she was doing.
Is this a legit character or what?
Mm-mm.
No,
This
okay,
is
I'm about-
literally me just making a character.
I was about to say, did I miss something?
Because depth is important to who you
Exactly.
are.
Death is important to you.
So
Death.
I'm not.
Yeah. Personality.
Basically, the point that I'm trying to paint is that these characters that they make on TV shows are so one-dimensional, and it's just written about their sexuality or their gender preference. And that's the wrong thing. That's what people have a problem with, because you have these one-dimensional characters that end up dragging down a show because you have all these characters that have no depth, have no soul, have no personality, aside from I'm gay, I'm transgender, I'm a strong woman, and then you have the straight white dude who's, and I don't mean straight white, but you get what I'm saying when people talk
The
about
straight man.
it's the straight white character, the straight white cis male in the media. I'm like, he's the most cookie cutter basic character, because instead of actually writing, instead of taking the time to make a character and actually make the story and develop them, all they care about is checking boxes to be woke, and they're not woke, they're fake woke. And this is literally why people talk about you go woke, you go broke. Because instead of making something that they can actually be proud of and making something that will actually make a change, they make something to tick boxes so that way they can call themselves the woke ones.
And this is why writing is always important. If you have no substance, you have no growth. And these are the same people that will go on Twitter attacking those who don't follow that woke mentality.
It's like, what's funny is it's like this generation itself is like so soft and so progressive. Well, I say progressive in quotes. Like,
They're not progressive.
it's like everything has to be gay.
They're not
for them.
progressive. They're Allstate.
Shut up!
I
Get the
didn't-
fuck out!
I didn't mean to trip you
You're
out.
fired.
Like that. When you were like, are these actual characters?
But
I'm
what's
like,
crazy is like, what's crazy is like this generation, like, alright, this generation is okay with canceling Pepe Le Pew, but they're okay
Fictional
with,
character.
but they're okay with that shit that was playing on the Grammys with Cardi B and whoever the fuck that other woman was.
Megan Thee Stallion?
Megan
Yeah.
Thee Stallion, the most
Damn.
garbage musician I've ever heard.
Because they're empowering women.
I'm
they're
kidding. I really
just-
know she's good.
They're
Basically,
They're
alright, so basically doing
influences for the future generations of our women because they're strong and independent and have
They're
successful
strong and independent,
careers.
but they use their
strong
body
and
to make
independent
money.
on writing that dick.
Oh my god. So we're just gonna just
We're just gonna throw out
everything that I just
Alright,
talked about
yeah.
this last
Come
couple
on,
minutes.
man!
Yeah.
You fuck. Oh, you ain't right.
Literally.
You ain't right.
I mean, that's
No.
that's basically their song. That's in their lyrics. That's in their fucking
I
lyrics.
understand.
But
I
like Cardi
understand.
said in her interview, if you want them to stop making music like this, stop listening to it. Because it's
stop
what the
listening 'cause
label, they keep playing it, yes. And so the labels are forcing them to make this music that they themselves don't want to make. But
They
they're
have the
forced to
talent.
make it because it's the
Why would
only
they have the
media
talent?
that gets taken in by people. People, for some reason, have this stigma against female rappers where they don't want to hear what they have to say unless they're talking about sex, talking about their bodies, or talking about their vagina. If they're not doing one of those three, or all three of them together, they don't want to hear it. That's why you don't hear anything about people like
Still
Snow
upset with that line with culture.
Why can't they just like?
or Stefflon Don, too.
Why can't they just like, I don't know, come together and just like, I don't know, build their own empire and just
Because it
just
won't
do
work.
that?
That's too. That's
Because it won't work.
Yep.
I mean, if
It
Kesha
won't.
can like break away from her producer who made
Wait,
her
did you
do
just get
all
off of it?
That's because.
No,
that's
we were
because.
today.
You know, the producer was just not a good person, and she was a woman. So
you're
what
cheating.
happened? The women rose
Shut
up.
up, it's not
And they
cheating.
actually protected someone who was worth value of protecting versus those who they deem that aren't worthy of protecting because, you know, they don't fit their type of norm or their
They're voicing
mentality. That's why they don't care. They like this whole, the majority of the masses
This
like this
dude.
whole sexual appeal when it comes to music and women in music.
You know, if
They don't
Rossetti,
like
if Rossetti
smart
found out you're doing this,
women.
you know
They're
what he
scared
did?
of that.
That's
If Rossetti
stupid.
would have
It-
found
but
out, he
it's the
would have
truth.
reset your game.
If you truly think about it, it's the
I'm
truth.
okay, I
A
like
lot of
starting my game
people
a lot.
are scared of women with independent
dude.
minds.
I think it's
which
because
is why
whole-
they try to control them within the music industry. This is what you are. You are sex objects, sex sells. That's going to be the whole stick. You ain't got nothing else. You signed this contract, that's it. Versus, again, Shakira, who was completely different from rap. and she has a different following of people, she had those type of supporters who wanted her out and wanted to hear her because that's her audience.
That's a nice magazine.
My thing is, it's just this generation itself is just so obsessed with sex, everything being gay, and like
It's
Yeah.
a
The whole Me Too
generation of
thing.
degeneracy.
Nothing has to be gay. You don't have to make everything gay.
No,
and
like,
women
it's-
empowerment. Like they're all about women empowerment.
Like woman empowerment, dude. We have Wonder Woman.
Oh my god.
Oh wow,
No,
thanks.
so
You're so great.
the whole thing is there should be no
We
reason.
shouldn't say Captain Marvel.
There should
Captain
be
Marvel's
no reason
not good. She is.
why people should
trash.
feel that they don't have equal rights. I don't mean that as in people don't, but I mean there shouldn't be a reason why there isn't. You know what I mean?
Everyone should be treated.
So
treated
it's a
equal.
shame
They
that
should.
people feel
Every
that
single
way.
You know who don't
You know?
deserve rights?
Don't.
People who don't like Hololive.
you know what?
Oh my
You
God.
know what? I had to
What
remind
he said.
I had to remind myself that we were on stream because I almost said, you know who doesn't deserve rights?
That would have
so
been bad.
That would have been
Anyways,
awful.
if
Someone
you-
would have been
if-
like, hold up, what the
If
fuck
you don't
did
watch
just say?
Hololive, you don't need your rights. Your rights are clearly
All right,
You know who
clearly
else
he's
doesn't
trolling
deserve
at this
rights?
moment.
People who actually like the Love and Lies anime.
Oh my god, yes,
Oh my
yes,
God.
there you go. We're going back at it again. Hololive Season 6 is coming back.
They're on season 6 already?
No, they're like on
Anyway.
season like 20.
That's
Equality
like,
should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, they've been going for a while.
It doesn't. It's never going to exist. Equality is never going to exist because you always going to have that one.
Was that a
thinks they're
Mario?
better.
Was that a Mario?
Yeah, it's Mario, yeah. It's Mario.
it's just like this. Like this is just your generation of just being offended.
Like growing up when we were kids, we didn't have these issues. The only issues we probably had was just war on terror. That was about it.
Honestly,
And
most of these
Oh,
kids.
and
shit.
slight racism. It wasn't major.
It
as
wasn't
is
even
today.
bad
It's
racism.
like
It was
racism.
funny racism.
What? I'm sorry.
It's talking about stuff like Boondocks. It's like Boondocks.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I was watching her try to dig up that fire flower, and I zoned out, and I missed a good portion. All I heard was funny racism. Racism wasn't that bad. I'm like, wait,
Like,
what?
when I say funny
I
racism,
said when
I
growing
mean
up,
jokes.
us, when we were growing up, it
I
wasn't
mean,
that bad.
when I say funny racism, I mean jokes on your own race. Like, if a Mexican makes a Mexican joke, that's fucking hilarious.
Like
A
Boondocks.
black guy makes a
To
black joke,
be
funny
honest,
as fuck.
It's still low key hilarious. And
Still
me, as a black person, low key, sometimes when I hear a white person make a joke about black people, that should be funny as
It's
fuck.
really funny. It's really funny.
Like, see, that's the type of shit that needs to keep. The
It's
world
just people
going
don't
around.
like it because it's a white guy telling it.
Yeah,
If a black guy was telling it, there'd be no problem. But a white guy saying
Hold
it.
on, hold on.
It
Peace
does
on
happen.
earth.
I got
Yeah,
a black. I
stupid.
got a black joke for y'all.
Mhm.
So this black dude walks into a bar with a parrot on his
Oh my
shoulder,
god.
and the bartender goes to serve him a drink and looks up and sees the parrot, and she's like, "Oh, that's a really cool thing. Where'd you find that at?" And the parrot says, "Oh, I found him down in Africa. There's a lot of them down there."
Oh my god.
Wow.
You know who told me that?
Hmm.
My assistant manager.
I thought that was gonna be Zach.
No,
That would have been.
bro,
I mean, it's still
that joke was funny.
funny. That was still funny.
I'm very certain I butchered
okay.
that joke because I skipped a little bit of it. The punchline didn't feel right to me, but it's just still funny. I'm like, bro, who thought of this?
Like, seriously, you just in this. If you could just stop being so fucking sensitive.
Soft.
Take
Don't
the
even
joke.
call it sensitive,
Like-
bro. Stop being so soft.
Stop being a fucking cupcake, a snowflake.
No, stop being such a sheltered bitch. And this coming from someone that's been has
That has
that's
been
per-
sheltered.
Yeah, I don't. Like I'm not afraid to admit it. My family spoils me.
Oh yeah, because yeah, okay, never
It's
mind.
just,
No,
it's
no,
just
I'm gonna say
ridiculous that we can't literally
Go ahead,
all
say
just
it.
no.
get
No, I'm not gonna say
along.
no. I'm not gonna say no.
Like all that should be on this world is just peace, love, and joy.
Nah, we need terror and war.
No. What
So
the-
we can wipe out the humanity, so we can restart again.
This is why the aliens won't come, man. They just
Exactly.
watching us from space, laughing.
We need.
They all look the same.
We-
the majority of them.
we need a real life Dr. Stone.
They all.
No, we need
all
real like
ali-
Thanos.
All aliens.
No,
Real
Thanos.
life.
All
No,
aliens
because
is
here's the
Thanos.
thing: is he would take half of us that feel this way, and then only take half of the snowflakes. So it'd still be the
It'll
same.
still
It'll
be
still
the
be
same
the
shit,
same.
yeah.
There's never going to be any
So we
balance
don't
in
need
this world.
we don't need Thanos. We need Galactus.
We
We need to.
need the eater of
Yeah,
worlds.
No, we need Doctor Strange.
Let's just.
Doctor Strange won't be doing anything either.
No, hold on,
He'll get
hold on.
canceled because
What we
he
need to
gets-
do? Let's call Galactus. Get Betty White on a
Oh my
ship
God.
because we need to protect her.
We need to protect Betty White at all costs, no matter what.
The last Golden Girl.
She's the
can't go
last
down
one.
like this.
She's
And
older
then-
than sliced bread.
then
That is
everyone
offensive.
we will have a worldwide Mortal Kombat.
No!
So
Last one standing.
here's gonna be the first match. It's
O.J.
gonna be-
Simpson.
Oh my god! I'm gonna say it's gonna be The
It's gonna
Rock
be-
versus every preschooler on.
Like, if you don't fight, you die. He's gonna be dropping
It's gonna be a 1 versus a million, 4-year-old versus The Rock, and everyone has to watch.
He's gonna be stomping them all out.
Bro,
That'd be lit.
that would be the funniest.
That'd be lit. That'd be lit.
What's your name? Little. It doesn't matter what your name is.
He said,
Oh,
"Do you
okay.
smell what the Rock is cooking?"
I smell cookies. Punt.
He's gonna be like, actually, my name is Billy. Actually, it's garbage.
Since we're still talking about millennials and Gen Z, remember how? Alright, I'm pretty sure I brought this up recently. Like, remember how Gen Z were trying to cancel Eminem?
Yeah,
Dude,
good
that
luck with
shit
that.
ain't gonna
Wait, no, we talked
Listen,
about. We
listen,
talked
listen.
about this in the last one.
Listen,
Did we?
you know why it's not gonna work? It's because they tried it plenty times before, and guess what happened?
Matter of
Nothing.
fact, no, hold on. I actually feel some kind of way about this. So,
Fuck.
no, I had this conversation with my coworker. So, I think Eminem's time in rap is done.
Yeah,
I think
you should
he
really
needs
dead
to-
ass be a politician.
He needs to effectively move on. And the reason I feel that way is because his music no longer has substance. He's no longer rapping for anything. There's no message. It's just kind of misguided
Ranting.
anger and aggression. He's just swinging at everybody. And it's like... Now, for other people who have been canceled and didn't deserve to be canceled,
That's what you get.
and here's the
Fucked
other
around
thing is
and
that
got
for
caught.
Eminem to have said some of the heinous things that he did back in the past, and he gets a slide, but everybody else gets canceled for saying one thing even slightly non-PC. But Eminem can talk about how people's 15-year-old daughters are going to be hot pieces of ass, or how their 16-year-old daughters are out here giving neck at the club every Friday because they're trying to get popular. He can talk about
feel
how
it.
Mary-Kate and Ashley, when they were underage, were going to be hot pieces of fuck toys.
I feel it.
Nothing. But then let someone else say anything else, not even remotely as bad, they get canceled. If there's anybody who deserves to be canceled,
Are you talking about when
Is
someone
Eminem?
like complimented his daughter or something and they got?
That was-
oh, okay, to bring that up,
I
They
remember
called-
that
no, they-
because it was when Trey was here
The
and I was
7-minute
sleepy
conversation.
and y'all motherfuckers going out for an hour.
we did not go at it for an hour.
It sounded like an hour.
It was literally 7 minutes. But they called MGK a pedophile for calling his 17-year-old daughter, who was actually about to turn 18 at the time, called her hot. And mind you, that's a much smaller age gap than there was between Eminem and Mary-Kate and Ashley, or Eminem and Christina Aguilera, or Eminem and Hilary Duff. It was literally 4.5 years, and MGK didn't know that she was only that old, and he had just turned 21, right? So, Eminem can say all that, but let someone call his daughter attractive, not gonna be a hot piece of fuck toy, not gonna be a hot piece of ass, not your daughter's in the club giving neck to see, who's gonna be the most. Didn't say anything like that. He said your daughter's attractive, and he gets called a pedophile. They try to cancel him for shit like that. But basically, I don't believe that cancel culture should be a thing. But if there's anybody who deserves it, I can kind of see why Eminem would deserve it.
Another thing is, what the hell is this generation just calling everyone pedophiles?
I
I don't know.
Like that's just their go-to when it just sees anything involving
You're a
anything young.
pedophile, bitch, and no.
What's weird is, it's like the same generation like calling people pedophiles and they're trying to shit Bakugo and Deku.
Yes, y'all being pedophiles
Yo,
yourselves.
y'all seen that video with the bitch with the red piece of paper sliding it on Deku's face?
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
It's like a
god!
TikTok video. It feels like a
I
TikTok
have no
video.
idea.
It's too. It was on
What?
different
What the hell goes on TikTok?
Listen.
Actually, hold on, can someone open up that window?
Yeah, it's getting kind of
It's
toasty.
kind of hot.
Oh yeah, and the cats are in here, so we can do that.
Dude,
I'm
I swear to
slightly-
fucking god.
What is the red piece of paper? What?
Okay, I don't know if I could say it or not, but you know when the girls are in that type of the month and they,
It's a
Period?
used pad.
yeah,
Why?
and
Why?
it's all red,
So love.
and they
That's weird.
She's devoted to him.
to
That's-
Bakugo especially.
That's just why.
Disgusting.
What
It is so
drove-
gross. It was on TikTok
And-
for like a week and they got taken down.
Yeah, I'm glad it got taken out.
That's
Homie
just,
is
that's just
15.
weird.
Dude,
What?
that shit was so gross. I was
And
like,
these are
dude.
You know what else is crazy?
These are
what's
fans
that
of
one-
an
That's a
anime.
fan.
No, what's
That's a
that
fan?
one
That is not a
fandom?
fan.
That's
That
a
is
fan.
a deranged person.
It is
What
very
is that
deranged.
one
Can't
TV
separate
show where
themselves
like
from-
the dude is like he's 8 feet tall and he ends up falling in love with this.
Oh, you're
girl.
talking about My First Love Story.
Oro
Oro
no
Monogatari.
Oro Monogatari.
Monogatari.
Oro Monogatari. There we go.
It's like
And that's
something
why the
rogue.
dude's like
Oh,
8 feet
Monogatari.
tall.
Yeah, he's
and,
like
the
big
fairy
as shit.
girl.
Listen, the thing is, they're both the same age.
Yeah, they're both the same age.
It's just he's big as fuck.
No, I mean
Like,
like
he's
the
always
fairy-
been big,
the
even when he was a kid.
And there's like a fairy girl who's like 1,000 years old.
Oh,
He's
it's
42.
different. It's way different than what we thought.
I'll tell you.
Well, anyway, there's this anime. I don't remember the name of it, but the dude is like he's 8 feet tall. He ends up falling in love with this pixie or this fairy girl, who's like over 1,000 years old, and people are attacking the fans, calling them pedophiles because
Fire
she.
Emblem?
No, it's not
What
Fire
the fuck? No.
People love Fire Emblem.
She looks like she's a little kid, but the reason why she looks like she's a little kid is because this motherfucker's 8 feet tall, and she's
Let's
5'2".
touch on that. There's a lot of older women who still look young and look like a little kid.
And I am
they're
blessed
short.
for them.
They're
They are
really
short.
lollipops.
They
And
look
the
like
other thing is
kids,
that they
and it's-
explain in the TV show that she's over 1,000 years old.
And like I can't remember where I read this. Probably like Tumblr forever ago when it was still relevant. But the fact was a lot of women who were fit in that category of a lolicon or a Lolita is because they look young and adorable and cute as if they were a child, but they're still an adult, and they didn't agree with people being called pedophiles because they can't help what they look like. It's like really not within their power. They can't help their size. They can't help. I mean, if anything, it's a blessing that they still look so youthful and attractive.
Oh yes.
And like,
Why are you being like that? You don't need to say that, weirdo.
and a lot
My
of,
babe,
a
this
lot
is the
of
guy that watches hentai.
I don't
Dude,
care.
and
Those type of women are deserve
for
deserve
example,
everything that I can give them.
for example,
Okay,
YB, she's short and young, and I'm pretty sure when she gets older, she's still gonna be short and looking
Legally
young.
classified as a midget.
Hey,
That's her girlfriend.
yeah, I know. Like,
Ah.
that stuff. Like he wants to be
And-
single.
Like she's in a
I gotta go.
in
I gotta
layman's
go pee, man.
layman's
God,
terms, she is technically a Lolita. Even like when she's in her 30s, she's still gonna be same
I
size.
look as young as my mom.
Exactly. So it's like a lot of them were like,
Oh,
you shouldn't be
sorry.
attacking these men or women who are attracted to women who look like this because that's honestly again a blessing, and they feel good. They feel like
They still got it.
They still got it, exactly. And it's just like offensive to them when you call someone a pedophile because it's like, hold up, you don't even know if I'm older than what I look because I'm sorry that I look this way.
That's the thing. Like, these people just be throwing that word out there. It's,
Like-
like very defaming. Like, I hope
Like,
these people know they can get sued for that.
I'm pretty sure y'all know who I'm talking about in Central. Probably the shortest girl in our school, Gabby.
I remember her.
Exactly. That girl was no taller than 4 feet. No taller. Cutest thing on the planet. High
Oh.
school.
I just thought she was a preschooler.
That
Gabby, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
I highly doubt it. I 100% highly doubt she's listening. But but she was the cutest thing ever. Just tiny cute thing.
Tiny, cute, and feisty.
And I didn't see the feisty side. Honestly, I'm surprised I was friends with her. With all the
Take a step back.
conversations we had.
I'm trying.
I know. I'm saying go closer to the middle of the bridge.
Forget.
So in that defense, throwing the word pedo out there just like that, no.
They can throw it up for
It's
anything,
just-
like when
it's-
it comes to art or
Yeah,
real life
like-
relationships.
Stop
It-
walking.
that's
up
another
to
thing.
the edge.
It ain't real, and most of those female little girl characters are voiced by grown women.
What's funny is, like, alright, so recently, there's this artist I follow on Twitter, and he drew, that guy from Jujutsu Kaisen, what's his name? Ichidori?
I don't know.
Itadori?
I haven't been watching any anime lately.
Basically the main character with pink hair. Like, he drew him in a very fan servicey way, and someone instantly called him a pedo. Like, yeah, he's 15, but
Guess what? He ain't real. And guess what else? He's voiced by a grown man. You taking something that doesn't exist on our plane of existence. He exists on a piece of paper and a
did you
computer.
lock it? Oh.
And it, And it's just
Okay.
like, I don't understand why y'all come for people who are attracted toward
Usually
non-existent
you have to kill the
characters.
orange one.
Which,
That's
we did
right.
not touch this topic yet. Space Jam, Lola, her redesign.
What happened with that?
Shush,
What
hold
what
on,
does the
I
redesign
got
look
this.
like? I didn't see it
Yeah,
yet.
I got
I
this.
wanna see
I'm
it.
Hold on, I got
I'm
this.
sold, I'm
Let me
sold.
talk. So, it's just like...
Shut the fuck no.
Hang on.
Eat your fucking pizza.
Huh? Is it because I'm fat?
No, eat
Is it because I'm Hispanic? No.
What? It's Italian food!
Okay, alright, Abel, you remember Lola, right, you guys remember Lola Bunny looking like this, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah,
Yeah.
she was fucking attractive.
This is what she's gonna be looking like in the news.
Like-
It better not be
It's-
fucking Looney Tunes show.
No, it's not Looney Tunes show.
Let me see it.
I still love that Lola,
Yeah,
even though she was...
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, they turned out her sex grade, basically.
Like,
no,
yeah,
no,
so-
that's actually just as good
Here-
too. I like this.
Good.
I like spats under the shorts. I love
Here's
that
the
so
thing.
much.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, she looks fine.
What is Space Jam known for?
Michael Jackson? No, Michael Jackson.
Oh
my-
Michael Jordan.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my God.
Oh my god! That is racist.
I'm
Oh.
sorry. They're both. Michael
Anyway.
J. Come on, give me a break, goddamn.
Anyway, Space Jam is known for, yes, Michael Jordan and Looney Tunes characters. Alright? And what was the main demographic? Children.
Oh, really?
Shut up.
oh,
The main demographic was children. So, what happened as Space Jam aged and we got older?
Got
we
bad.
started no. Space Jam will forever be a gem. Shut up.
the Jordan Space Jams.
Yes. As we got older and Space Jam also, and we went back to rewatch it to relive our childhood, experiences.
I realized how bad it is.
And shut up. No, it's not. Anyway,
It
it's
is.
great. Shut
I mean,
up.
it's cheesy, but still good.
Anyway, we started noticing certain things about certain characters, right? Okay. Lola looked a little more,
Lola looked
a little
good.
more than she needed to look. All right.
Listen, Lola
At a
looked
kid-
good.
And as a kid.
Call me a fucking furry. I don't give a fuck. She looked good.
And
Do you identify as a furry?
No,
Then you're not furry.
but I do look up the hentai furry.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Oh, so
back
look
to the
up
topic.
Alright, I'm stopping.
The main demographic at that time was just for kids, but obviously kids don't look at those body parts within
Oh, I
that
do.
time. In that time.
I don't know about you,
You were a horny kid then.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm. I still am. No.
and the thing is, they're getting upset over a simple redesign, and a lot of people speculate. Have you never heard of a sports bra? I mean, sure. She
they
could be wearing a
changed-
sports bra.
they-
They did
changed-
the same thing with Tifa. They said the same thing with Tifa.
They
Fuck, I
wait.
love
What happened to
Tifa.
Tifa? What happened to
No
Tifa?
matter what.
Basically, like,
I don't care. No,
like Sony
Tifa's a
tried-
10,
like-
regardless. Big
like
chest or
Sony
flat.
tried to like decrease her chest size, and people were like, "Oh, she's just wearing a sports bra."
Hey,
No, I'm okay with classic Tifa.
yes, Tifa's golden girl. no matter
Tifa is
what.
great.
She's 10 out of 10. all
Anyways,
the time.
anyways.
But the thing is,
It's-
the thing with Lola Bunny, what my thing is like, I feel like they're trying to do a statement here.
It went
Like,
over our heads as kids.
Well,
Most
I-
kids.
What I think is the reason why they changed it is because the original is too sexual.
Yeah.
That's
But-
probably why
that's
they
why I
changed
get-
it.
But the thing is, he was
Been
more than
too
just.
sexualized.
But the thing is, he was like more than just a sex symbol or sex.
Yeah,
piece.
she was a
He had,
strong-
he had personality. She was an
Yeah, but-
independent
but
20
what-
girl.
But what did every movie in the 90s have? A hot, sexy woman.
They've been had that more than the
problem
90s.
was
Like,
that
like a Megan Fox.
She'd been animated that way since like the 70s.
Exactly.
So the way that she appeared in Space Jam was like no different than how she looked 10 years before.
No.
Or 10
no.
years before that.
No,
Exactly.
10 years
And she
before
was-
that, she was a
just-
different character.
And she was nothing like fucking Jessica Rabbit.
Mm.
Yeah, you want to talk about sexualized characters? Jessica fucking Rabbit. Alright? And she ain't even a rabbit.
And when did that movie came out in like
She
the
can
80s.
become a rabbit for me whenever she wants.
Anyway,
damn, I
for you to
fucking
get
love it.
upset over a simple redesign for a movie that's aimed toward kids, not us.
Jessica Rabbit can get my kid.
Oh my god.
Not us. Not the new.
I don't know about you. I fucking love her.
You might want to get checked out afterward.
Yeah, you might want.
She definitely gets passed around.
Hey, no, she's married.
That don't mean nothing.
No.
Have you seen?
Come on now.
She gets passed around.
She played patty cake with another man.
It was just patty cake.
That's
It's cheating.
cheating. That they had boundaries. They had rules. She broke them. That's cheating. He was sad. He was upset. He know what he
was
liked
sad about it.
because that was their thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. How would you like it if Milton went around making leaky booty holes with other women?
That's different!
Why did you get to bring his catchphrase up? Why?
Making what? What?
Now you know. Now you just pretty much call it Milton's fetish.
Ain't no,
God
ain't no
damn.
kink shaming. They kink shame them. They
You
get banned.
sure? You sure?
No, ain't no kink shaming.
All right.
I have
just
a
say my
let's-
shit. All right,
Milton,
look.
Milton,
Actually,
bring,
My favorite tag is no.
See,
Milton, bring up the next topic, please. Oh my god.
Okay.
that was it. That was the topic. Lola Bunny. Stop hating.
Little boy. God
No,
damn
I
it.
kind of do understand the stop hating, and like you said, it is just a redesign. It's just a movie. I think people are irritated because it's like there really wasn't anything wrong with her design before, and I feel like this redesign was like, I understand what they were doing. Like I understand what they were doing. It's just you could tell what the intentions were when they made it.
Mm-hmm. And it's nothing wrong with their intentions right now for what they made her look like. She relatively looks the same. Sorry that she has a smaller bust size. And
It's
like
not
sexual.
about like her head. I don't know. It's something about her head.
She kind of looks like that squirrel lady from Animaniacs.
Yeah.
She
a little
put it in
bit.
my head.
But hey, the squirrel lady.
I think if they had changed everything from the neck down, would have been fine. I think with the way that they changed her head, I don't know. It's really just something about the head. that
that's
seems
just off-putting to you.
Yeah, it's just kind of off-putting.
Well,
Don't call me.
It doesn't strike
Dog.
me as Lola.
yeah, don't. Man, y'all just don't. They don't understand.
Was that from the TV show?
No, from
No, that was from the movie.
She
Oh,
said,
she-
don't.
Like she didn't like being called doll.
She's,
Oh, I thought you said dog.
he
She
said,
said-
he
she
said
said-
maybe a little one-on-one dog. Dog. Uh huh.
And fucking
on the
crosses his ass up, and then she's like,
Bugs.
"Don't call me, doll." I'm like, "Ah, God, I love her."
You sure you're not very?
Partially.
Partially, yeah. There you go.
But it's like,
He'd fuck a rabbit.
like for me, it's like I see what they're trying to do. Yeah.
Only
but
Lola
it's
Bunny
like-
and the other rabbit, whatever the fucking name is.
Judy.
Actually, damn it!
but it's like
You got me there.
it's like a girl can be like sexy,
Haru?
sporty, and smart at the same time. It's just I don't know. They
Bro,
like,
you
if a
can't
girl
tell
has-
me that. You cannot tell me that Haru is not fucking attractive.
Anyway.
The fucking slut
Why are
rabbit
you
from
talking-
Anyway.
the slut
Anyway.
rabbit from fucking Beastars.
No.
He's not
You-
a slut by choice.
No.
Anyway.
You cannot tell me she is not attractive.
She's not a slut
No.
by
You
choice.
cannot, dude. I swear to God,
No.
my favorite scene was when
Call
she.
her a slut.
My favorite scene was when she
Honey,
walked up to
she
look.
was.
What- my
But she
favorite
was doing that
scene-
for protection.
My favorite scene was when she walked up to Lego Sheet taking off her clothes. I was like,
Oh my God.
my fucking God, this shit's
That's
cool.
everybody in protection, even
Oh
the director.
my
The
God.
director didn't know that was going to happen.
That's hilarious.
Ah,
How did
God.
the director not know? It's like,
Anyways,
they went back and was like,
what,
"Let's
what's
add this."
Jessica Rabbit, Lola Bunny, Judy Hopps, and
Oh, that's what she
Haru.
meant by Judy.
Haru. Oh, God.
Continue, sir.
As I was saying, it's like a girl can be like sexy and still be like smart.
Yeah, look at Laura
and
Croft.
badass.
Look at Laura Croft.
Yeah, Laura Croft.
She is
great.
not sexualized at all. She
What do
That's
you mean
cap.
she's not?
That's cap.
And you like go on.
Okay, original Laura Croft, yes. New Laura
Yeah,
Croft,
because she
not
had
at all.
pointy teeth.
Wait, you say new Laura Croft isn't?
She's not that sexual.
Yes,
Bro,
she
that's
is.
cap.
What?
That is
You're talking about 360, right? 360 Laura Croft.
like the new Laura Croft from
Tomb Raider, yes.
from Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, she is very
All
attractive.
sexualized.
Bro, that is cap.
Hell yeah.
That's cap, bro.
You obviously
You
haven't
obviously
been
not
looking.
looking.
I
Yeah.
have been
looking.
No, you obviously you're not.
I have been looking, and I looked up on the hub of prawn. I know what is up with it, so I know what's good with her, and she is not overly sexualized.
Look, I like.
Whatever.
Okay, here. I know. Compared to her first version, literally her first
Pointy?
version. Yes,
No.
and the
I think it's
iterations
funny
of
when
that
people
one.
do cosplays
Oh,
and they
yeah.
make sure to have the pointy ones.
I know,
That
that's
is
so
funny to
funny.
me.
The thing
It's
is,
like-
like media always tries to portray like girls
Like,
who are.
She
Keep going.
she is sexualized, but not overly. Original, majorly.
Dude, the only thing sexual about her is the fact that she could fucking take an arrow out of her chest without fucking crying. That's fucking hardcore.
It is.
Dog, I don't know. I think if we're talking about oh my god, Neely, run.
Oh,
No, there were bees chasing.
oh! I thought there was something around me.
No, so if we're comparing off of like graphics, if we're talking about graphics and looks,
Oh,
new Laura Croft is straight destroying old Laura Croft.
Oh yeah.
I mean, clearly
Yes,
the graphics
yes.
are better. But if I'm talking about the face, bruh, the face, it's over.
Excuse me?
The face is, it's
Dude, I swear to God, this is probably the most well fleshed out, well sexualized character of Lara Croft I've ever seen. The movie was ass. This is the best one.
We're not talking about the movie.
You're talking about the new one, right?
Talk about the games.
Okay.
Rise of Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Dog, she's... I'm sorry, YB. She's very pretty.
Very fucking pretty.
That's it. I'm sorry. She's very pretty.
She is very, very attractive.
And even, like, it's very attractive.
Probably make the gayest man get hard.
Oh, my God.
No, trust me, we got a friend that already does that.
What?
Yeah, Rena made a gay guy, like, feel attracted to one of her characters.
Exactly.
And
You
I
see?
made a straight guy question his sexuality, even though I'm
Exactly. You see?
straight. Even though I'm straight.
Are you talking
I
about
made
that
it-
picture of her, huh?
Huh? No, not that. No, like me personally.
Oh.
Dude was like, oh, you look so friendly. I just want, and I'm not even gay, but you look cute as fuck. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm not
that-
gay either.
You don't
Yeah,
have to be gay to acknowledge a man is very
Exactly. He
Yeah,
just,
I don't get
just
that.
like,
Like,
look.
just because you compliment a guy saying they're handsome doesn't make
like
you
I
gay.
don't I don't just collect Men's Health magazine just for but I actually I actually read them because they give me helpful tips of what I should eat and what I shouldn't eat, and I use it to avoid what I should eat and eat what I shouldn't eat.
Oh, my God. It's like, so I shouldn't eat this, but this tastes delicious.
Exactly. It tells me not to eat a Whopper. I eat 5 of them daily. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you should check your local doctor about your
Yeah.
stuff.
I have no
it's coming.
cholesterol. I'm
Anyway,
surprised
It's
I'm
like,
not
you
dead.
got, like, these people on Twitter saying, like, Captain Marvel is the best female lead or whatever.
Ah!
But you got, like, other female leads that are, like, stronger, better independent women. They're, like,
Milo
saying, like,
Jovovich, Resident Evil. Come on, don't play.
yeah, like, basically, like,
Fucking Alice.
like, I don't know, they're, like, saying,
Beastly.
like, let's see, like, when
Gold.
Ellie from Last of Us
Oh, don't
Oh,
even
hold
start.
Hold
Not
on.
even that. I
Wait.
was going to say Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ripley from Aliens?
2, well, I'm talking about, like, well, I'm trying to say gaming-wise, like, I'm
Her
trying to say
actor,
gaming-wise.
the actor that played her, God.
I can't remember her
Like, they're
name.
trying
She's
to
such
say,
a
like,
good actress.
Ellie's the first strong, independent woman in gaming. But it's like, what about
No.
Claire Redfield or Jill Valentine?
What about
Yeah,
Laura
Claire Redfield.
Croft, bro?
Literally.
Laura
What
Croft,
the
come on,
hell?
boy, yeah.
We were talking about Laura Croft
Princess
already.
Peach.
Y'all not.
Yo,
Princess
what
Peach, bitch, needs
what
to be rescued
about-
all the
So
time.
basic.
By
What about
Connor.
Zelda, bro?
Come on.
What about
Zelda.
and Sheik?
Seriously. Zelda's more.
Zelda and Shake.
Have you ever played Shank?
Blood Rain.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Rain.
Shank and Shake too.
Blood Rain.
Y'all
Yeah.
don't know. Y'all don't know what independent.
Y'all don't know what
strong
the fuck is
y'all
good.
don't know what. Y'all don't know what's good. Because y'all just don't. Y'all refuse to listen.
hate when
That's
they talk
one thing.
about, like-
They refuse to listen.
It's
Have
not
you
that-
seen a female Birdo? Come on, man. That motherfucker be beating my ass in Mario 2.
Honestly, I think they only like say
Mario
Ellie's the
too.
first strong, independent woman because, well, she's a lesbian. I feel like that's the only reason.
I think so too, and I think it's because a lot of people, like the people who are saying things like this, are people who didn't grow up actually playing video games.
Right.
They're people who just got into it.
Who watch Let's Plays?
And
Fucking
Watch
losers.
Let's Plays,
And
or
not
the
only
same
that-
people who are saying things like Captain Marvel is the first strong female lead.
No.
Or when they said things like Frozen was the first Disney movie with strong female characters.
No,
Like,
it's not.
Belle,
did
like
you-
fucking
I'm
Belle.
like, did you miss
from Beast.
Enchanted? Belle from
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty-
Brave.
Brave. Fucking
Brave.
brave.
Mulan.
Seriously?
Mulan?
Mulan. Yes, Mulan.
Mulan? Pocahontas?
Fucking Little
Little
Mermaid.
Mermaid?
Y'all don't know.
You guys never had a
Dory?
fucking.
Dory? Come on, man. Dory? She was a dumb ass fish, but she was helpful.
Like, these guys never grew up with the golden age of Disney. That's the thing.
And that's not only that. Let's go. I'm gonna backtrack to the
Just
gaming
keep
thing.
swinging.
Gaming didn't have as big as a platform as it did then.
Yeah, it's
So-
kind of like Vito's
so-
and everything.
So this is not, this is still nothing new, and we don't have.
We're
awards
talking
like that.
before PlayStation 1.
Exactly. We had characters already
Listen,
with
kids,
depth and
there's-
substance.
You know what I-
Listen,
Every-
kids.
Samus,
Samus,
Sonya,
yeah.
Katana.
Exactly.
Listen, kids.
Every female in the fucking Mortal Kombat.
Except for Jade. Jade's
yeah.
fucking crazy.
Okay.
Anyway.
No, Melina. Melina's
No,
fucking
I
crazy.
fucking
Well,
love
she's a
Melina.
science
No, I mean
experiment.
she's cool. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
she's
she's
I
fucking
love
crazy.
Melina.
She's like a test
Listen,
tube baby.
I'm not
Listen,
gonna
man.
count her as a
That
strong,
teeth-
independent
the
woman
teeth she
when
has-
she's the one who's out here eating people's faces.
Fuck.
She deserves
She's-
everything she gets.
Yeah, I guess Katana and Sonya Blade. Yeah, then they're the more stable.
Still, I'm just saying, like any woman in that setting of the world of Mortal Kombat and hanging with the dudes and giving them a run for their money and dealing with all the death and bloodshed and bullshit that's been going on. You got demons, you got demons, warlocks, and they're just
Yeah,
all right, let's
giant
go.
four-armed
Fuck it.
dudes who tear
Like,
people
they're
in
just-
half.
Yeah,
Wait,
seriously.
listen.
You tell me they're not strong and independent. Fuck.
Listen, I just gotta tell everyone, there is a thing.
Watch HoloLive.
No. Aside from that, there does exist video games before PS1.
Charlie fucking Lee.
Yep.
There are video games
There exist
before
video
that.
games before PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
Yes.
there is shit before PS4 and PS3 and Xbox One and Xbox 360.
I mean, that's kind of like given, like, why do you think they got, like, 5 and 4 in their names?
Right.
There-
There
I
is
mean,
shit
I'm
before.
sure they're aware of that,
There's people
obviously.
who-
Probably
but-
not, because people didn't know people thought Persona 3 and 4 were it. Nobody knew about Persona 2 and 1.
Well, that's,
Like,
that's
the
kind of like
people-
marketing's fault,
Like
but
the
yeah.
same people who think that, like, they don't know that there was a God of War 3 just because the God of War on PlayStation 4 was just
Exactly.
called God of War.
They didn't know
So
about
they
the
thought
series
God
before
of
it.
War was the first one, and it's not.
Educate yourselves. Education is important.
Yeah, fucking
That-
learning.
that's
Read
the
a
other
book, do
thing.
something. God damn it.
That's the other thing that I was gonna get to when it came to like the cancel culture. Stop just taking what these people say at face value.
Research.
Do your own research about a topic. If you see someone online getting attacked for something, instead of just jumping on the bandwagon and attacking that person because you're like, oh, what they're saying this person might have done or said isn't right, so I'm going to attack them. Actually look into what actually happened.
Yeah.
And to make sure that it's not a senseless witch.
That's why I
That's-
don't like.
You know
That's
what?
what I
No.
did when I told Abel about the
No,
whole
let's
artist
start on a
thing
little thing
bandwagon.
here. Fact check, alright? If you every time you try to cancel someone, I want someone else who doesn't really follow up on this cancel culture thing to be like, did you fact check that?
But the thing is, like, it's
It's
ignored.
like-
Like, the trying to zone in.
Nah. You gonna
Listen,
we gonna go as hard as they trying
Listen,
to go
listen,
in
listen,
canceling
listen.
somebody.
Listen,
Just tell 'em,
listen.
fact check it.
The one thing I do want to get out of the way is the whole. I don't really want to get into it because I know people are genuinely gonna get pissed off by it.
Is it something we gotta talk about off screen?
Why
Not
don't
really.
you try to catch him with the...
Not really. I like those police videos where like they're like on top of someone, people are freaking out saying like you get off of him and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Because
Like,
I know
what-
where you're going with it.
like what caused that to happen? Now I don't want to say the police are right or anything because sometimes they do escalate shit, but at the same time it's the opposite way around.
A lot of them do have the videos of like full length videos from start to
Yeah,
end.
but people like post up like the escalation because they
Yeah.
want to make the
Or
police
they
look
just
bad.
jump into it just in the middle of it.
Like
they didn't see the full
I'm
context.
not for police, but at the same time they don't deserve the bullshit they get.
Like, it's like the bad apples. Like,
Obviously, yeah. You got cut
like
the
not
bad
all
apples
police
off
officers
from
are
the tree.
jackasses.
Yeah, not all police officers are bad. Of course, I'm not. I'm obviously you guys know I'm not a fan of the police, but not all of them are assholes. That's simple. We just gotta look what they did before.
I mean, do you guys feel that that's a conversation we should have off camera? Because I feel like...
Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
I just wanted to mention it. I don't want to go in depth into it.
But-
That's
Well,
all.
I mean,
Alright.
it's a conversation that I would like to go in depth on. It's just
I know we can't talk
for the
about
sake
it.
of the podcast.
But I got
we
like
could probably
two
talk.
things that like involve the whole cancel culture thing we're talking about, and both of them involve like the millennials and Gen Z shit, and the other one involves gaming, and this one kind of involves Mortal Kombat. But the first thing I want to talk
Good shit! Holy fuck,
about,
dude! I did not know you could catch the bees.
yeah, you can.
I forgot. Milton reminded me right now when he whispered at me.
But it's like, all right, so
Oh,
Abel
fucking
already know
smart.
this because I told him, but there's this artist that I follow on Twitter, and I'm not furry, but I just like his art.
Hey man, I
His-
am.
His safe for work art. Because he does because he does not safe for work shit, but basically he's an artist in Taiwan, and like I,
Oh yeah, this thing.
like
yeah,
we said, we said before, if you live in a different country, you have different rules and regulations.
right.
And he was apparently dating this 16-year-old, and in Taiwan, I looked it up. The legal age of consent for dating is like 16.
Yeah.
And he was dating. I don't know how old he is exactly, but he was dating a 16-year-old. But people called him out on it and started calling him a pedophile. But I'm like, wait, he lives in Taiwan, so maybe there's like different rules. I looked it up, and yeah, they're canceling him for
People
something
just
that is
gotta-
okay in his country.
Check.
People
Like I
just
said,
gotta
fact
gotta
check.
realize the world is not the United States.
No,
Yes.
it's not.
The world is not built off the United States. They have their own rules. They have their own regulations. We're not all the same.
And the thing is, someone leaked their DMs, like I guess they were
That's
in a group,
fucked up.
Like they were in a group
That's their
chat, and
conversation. They're private.
Like,
Why
they
are
were
you
in a-
invading privacy?
like they were in a group
That's
chat or whatever,
illegal.
and they're like showing the conversation between the two, and he's being all apologetic, like saying, "Just leave me because I'm just gonna bring drama to you."
Like I know, I get
and
it.
the kid or the 16-year-old or whatever
Yeah.
was okay with it. Like he was apologizing to him. Like they're having like a mutual understanding. So
like
it's
I
there's no grooming here.
I get that you guys want to be right, but at the same time, you have no litigation value in other countries.
See,
No,
that's
none.
one of the big problems here in America, is that these people
They think they're a God-sent country.
they,
Right.
yeah, they think
And
they think it's a
gods.
God-sent country, and they're trying so hard to virtue signal and be the most virtuous, most altruistic person in the room, or in the chat room, or on the internet.
Right.
And you can't continue to try to push your Western ideals from our culture onto cultures that don't adhere to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because what the age of
Consent.
consent is here in America
Jake's the
is
only
different than the age of consent in Mexico, which
Right.
is different from the age of consent in Brazil.
Germany,
Which is
China,
different.
Japan,
It's
it's
different.
all
It's
different.
different.
Fucking Russia.
different.
Jesus. Like, not everything is
Right.
American.
Everything has
or
different
America.
regulations. They just do things differently. In Russia, you could drink at age 2. In
No, you can't drink at 8.
in America, you have to be 21 to buy alcohol.
Yeah,
In
just
Germany,
like
you have to be 15.
In
And
Italy,
France,
13.
In France, you can literally be. I can't remember how young it is. I know it's pretty young. You can order wine with your meal in France.
Yeah.
As a kid.
Because it's just the culture. They expect you to drink while you're eating because
And-
that's how they've done it
And
forever.
also, let's bring this to light too. If someone speaks a different language and comes to America and they don't know the language that well yet,
First
do
off,
not chastise them for it or undermine them or put them below some fucking standard that you have as an American, and they need to speak American.
First
of
I
all,
hate that
American
shit.
is
First
not
off,
a language.
listen,
My left
listen-
teenage robot did that. Like
listen
they
to
called
this.
that out.
Listen to this. First off, people who speak alternate languages, at least more than 3, are fucking insanely skilled.
Yes, they are.
They like learning 3 different languages and 3 different vocabularies and grammars. Good on you. America does not have an official language.
No.
There is no
English
official language
is not
in America.
an American language.
You can speak
English is
whatever.
the most widely spoken language.
It is the most widely spoken
Not the
language,
first.
yes, but
Not the only.
it is not the English language, or is not the official language.
English is a
Well,
mixture of
appar-
3 languages.
No,
It's a mixture of Latin.
Now, apparently English language, apparently American English is the closest to actual English. Somewhere along the lines, I guess 300 years ago, when, well, not 300 years, it's more like 250 years, since America was like, we run this bitch now to, Britain. Apparently, somewhere back then was when the language split off. And so I guess British English is the one that's actually not real English.
I don't know.
And that the English that they spoke in English 500 years ago was closer to the English that's spoken in America.
See, and that's, again, history, fact check, do your research, educate yourself.
All I gotta say is people who speak different languages, we have to encourage that because that's an important thing in this country.
And it's showing your appreciation and your
One,
love for another country.
it's showing your appreciation to your own culture. You aren't conforming to our country because you don't have to, and also because you're passing it on to your kids so they can keep learning it and keep teaching it as well. We don't have to become only English because sometimes English is boring. English is changing to be fucking whack now.
Like for me, I want to learn Japanese. I'm teaching my sister Japanese.
I want to learn
Okay.
Italiano.
It's okay to be different. It's okay to be versatile. It's okay.
The country
The
is
thing is,
built
they
off
promote
different
that, but
things.
they're against that at the same time.
It's fucking
It
stupid.
makes no sense. You want
No,
to have
so
these
they
things.
promote it when it's beneficial. But then they'll demonize it also when it's beneficial.
That's double standard.
It is
They
double
just
standard.
want to
No,
follow.
no,
They
no,
want to
no,
follow the sheep.
No, it's
Like
not double
I-
standard.
no, like I
It's
said,
counterintuitive. That's
They
what it
want
is.
to be the most virtuous person. So if
And
it's a
listen.
situation where praising it is beneficial, they'll praise it. But if it comes to a situation where, like we said, the cancel culture, the bandwagon, they jump on it, then they'll demonize it. But then as soon as someone says something positive about it, they start seeing positive reinforcement come its way, then they'll turn around and they'll be like, yeah, this is a good thing. And it's like, hold on, but wait, but didn't you just get someone else fired for using that language?
Right.
Didn't you just get someone fired for saying the literal word that in Chinese from their job by calling them a racist and saying that the word needs to be removed from their language?
At that
But
point, you're just
now
a fake ass
that
person.
people are complimenting and praising their language, Now you feel that no one else should be able to police their language because it's a beautiful language, that everyone should be capable of learning it because it's something historical.
You're being a part of the herd of the sheep. Be a wolf.
This is why I'm
Be a leader of a pack.
No, don't be a sheep.
follower.
Be a hawk.
Be a
Fly
hawk.
like an eagle.
Those are two different birds.
Steve Miller Band. Come on.
Those are two different
Steve
Basically,
Miller.
what Abel's trying to say, be a bird of prey.
If
Be
you get on that horse, you gotta ride it.
Yeah, you gotta get on that horse. You better ride it.
now that I think about it, like when people like travel abroad, do they even try to speak the people's language, or do they
Right.
just speak
Well,
English?
why when Americans do it, it's not bad, but when foreigners come here, it's fucking awful.
Because if I go abroad, like if I study abroad in Japan, I'm gonna try to learn
Again,
Japanese. I'm not
because
gonna speak English too much.
We're supposed to be a God-sent country. quote
We're
unquote.
not a God-sent country.
I know
In
we're
fact,
not.
someone pointed out
This-
that this country should have fell years ago because there's proof that countries with mixed races never work.
Now that I think, I don't want to like bring politics into this, but I feel like people just got more
Oh,
crazy
yeah,
with this when
that's
Trump
wild.
came into play.
I don't know. Somebody brought up that there's theories that mixed races in one country should never work, and this country should have fell a long time ago, but somehow we made it.
Nah, you know what I hate about mixed shit? Is like,
I hate when my beans get into my pork potatoes.
I do hate that.
It'd be wild.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
gross.
You know, I hate being mixed. It's like, you can't...
You gotta follow like different cultures.
You have to. It's so annoying because you're not accepted by black people because you're not black enough.
And then
The
you're
color
not
of your
accepted.
Oh my
skin
god,
is
yes,
dark.
I understand that.
You're not
yeah.
accepted by white people because your skin's too dark.
Like I think we talked about this in
Nigga.
one of our first podcasts. Like,
Where the fuck
I don't
am
know.
I supposed to hang out then? You
I-
want me to sit in the closet?
Like-
What the fuck you want?
God.
like for example, like and don't I don't know what you're gonna say when I say this. All my life, from elementary to high school, whenever someone like talked to me, they said I didn't sound black.
You
Exactly.
don't sound black.
Shut
hate
up!
that
Like
shit,
how,
man.
like how I don't sound Hispanic.
I'm more to me than I'm more than just a fucking black guy. I'm me.
I hate when people say you don't act black. Bro, saying that I don't act a color is like saying you can smell the letter 9. It don't make sense. How do you act a color?
Wait,
Like,
hold
that always-
up. What the fuck does the letter 9 smell like?
Exactly.
The letter 9?
The number 9?
That's what
Fuck
he said,
hell.
though.
The
He
letter
said the
9?
I
letter-
said the letter 9.
Bruh, hold on.
That's how little
Hold on,
sense
hold on.
that makes.
Wait.
When people say you
I
don't sound black,
I need
how
a
am I
fireball.
supposed
Hold
to
on.
sound then?
There
Like,
is no
Like
direct way
basically,
to sound.
like I wrote this in an English paper,
Am I
and
supposed to sound purple?
Here's the.
it's like I wrote this in an English paper. I was like, you can't. You're basically, and it's like this.
fuck.
I mostly get told that by other black kids,
Yes.
and it's like, so you're basically asking me to conform to a stereotype. Like you want me to act like these rappers and music videos talking about sex and shit,
Right.
or doing drugs. Like no, I'm not.
You
cool
want
with
me to
that.
become a product of my environment that I do not agree with.
It's like, did you guys not watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where
Will Smith.
Will
Probably
Smith,
one of the coolest black people ever.
Will Smith.
where his cousin tried to get into a fraternity, but his cousin couldn't get in because he was not black enough, basically. Like, did you guys not watch that episode?
Right, I
Like,
feel
Will
like-
Smith pretty much called that crap out. Like, he is gonna go, like, his cousin's gonna go places, and you just denied him because he doesn't act like
Oh,
stereotype.
Damn, Milton about to blow the money right now?
Ain't no.
Oh, bruh,
He's
don't
blowing
do
my
it.
money.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
What are you doing?
He buying a new SD card. Or whatever the fuck it's called.
I think that's a fan.
No, it's not a fan. Oh,
That's a
shit.
fan.
He's buying the RTX thing.
Oh, it's a video card.
Oh, God.
No, guys, keep going.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
right.
Anyway,
The
700,
Salamanders
it's
out.
almost $800 to go down.
He's
All right.
like, Daddy, what are you doing? You're
But
spending
yeah,
money.
it's like that. I mean, have you ever had to deal with that in your, like,
Yeah, I
Like-
have. Because my most of my life, I've been looked down upon by my whole family because I don't speak Spanish.
I think my cousin kind of went through that.
Because
I've
I'm
also
Hispanic,
been
I'm
in the
supposed to
whole
know Spanish.
fucking-
Bruh,
I don't sound
I
black
know
category.
I know
so.
I am supposed to speak Spanish, but I don't because I don't like the fact that I have to do.
Abel.
You mean roll your R's?
Yeah, I can't roll my R's.
Abel.
Shut up.
Have you ever talked to someone and you're like, oh, I don't speak
I can't
Spanish?
do it. I
and they're
can't do
like,
it anymore.
Why not? Do you not
That's
like
because
Spanish?
I'm a romantic.
Dude,
And
actually,
then you're like, what?
actually, no bullshit. Somebody
I'm-
came in my
I'm
work
good with my tongue.
and I did my shit. I was talking to them and they're like, "Do you not speak Spanish?" I was like, well, "Not really." And I was like, "Well, you need to learn." I'm like, "Bitch,
Right.
hold the fuck up!" No.
Like, who are you to tell me what I need to learn?
Right, I know more than you. You probably illegal. No. You probably
Like, I just didn't learn. That's it.
That's it. I just never learned. When I was younger, I had a stuttering problem. My parents got me a tutor.
God, yeah, right?
My parents got me a tutor. The tutor happened to be only English, and so for 3 years I spoke English, and it just stuck.
Yeah.
It's not my fault that I had a stuttering problem. It's my parents' fault because they're the ones they're the mistake, not me.
Again, people are so fucking ignorant.
And let's talk about this. It's not
You get it?
really touching on religious things, but the Bible is not a formula to life. all
Right. You can read
It's
the
been
Bible, but
rewritten
don't.
so many times, like God.
That right there is proof. The fact that it's been rewritten so many times by the very thing that is destroying this planet, man.
It's
and we're
kinda
supposed to follow that.
It's kind of like Resident Evil 4.
Like, yeah,
It
it's
gets
been rewritten
ported to
more than
everything, but
Superman.
it doesn't make it any better.
It's been rewritten more than Superman.
Fuck it.
It's true.
Now, don't get me wrong. Bible is a great story,
I love it.
but with how many times it's been rewritten and it's supposed to be a manual and a guide to life, I don't follow that.
I mean, the fact that there was a Bible that supported slavery, that should tell you something.
Yeah, that's not good.
Like, tell me, what is really right and wrong when there's a lot of wrong in the Bible when one man was supposedly right.
Right.
all the time?
How the fuck are you supposed to live right when there's so many wrongs?
You got rid of the most powerful man that was trying to bring peace and love and prosperity to this earth because his views were a little different and a little wonky, and then you fucking nail him to a cross.
Wonky slide.
So again, and we're supposed to be the God-sent country.
Right. No, we're
No, we're
definitely
not.
not. We're just as bad.
Like, dude, I mean,
I thought you said Jews. I was
No.
about to fucking say
no, like,
God, Nikki, don't do it.
no, I didn't say Jews. I have like a lot of Jewish friends, but it's like, geez, it's like there's more religious stuff, and some of these religions in other countries, like India, like Hinduism, Shintoism.
Dude, I 100% want to learn what Hinduism is really like, because that shit looks interesting.
I mean, reincarnations doesn't sound too bad to me.
Dude, I don't. That
Since
sounds
Miller
pretty lit.
brought this up, one of his other stories. I told Abel about it. He fucking loves it.
What I do?
Something about
At
story.
a world's end.
Oh, the one with the hero? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Technically,
That shit good.
this is my play. This is just a little tidbit. This is my play for this story. I'm gonna offend every single body in the best way I can. And first character is Adam Christensen. All right.
That sounds like the most whitest name ever.
Now here's the little tidbits on him.
Bro, they just
His name is Adam. Adam is named after the first man ever from recorded history.
Yeah.
His last name is a direct correlation to the religion of Christianity, the most popular as well.
I guess hoping that Jehovah's Witnesses don't get angry after this.
Oh no, I'm gonna offend everybody. I made that perfectly clear.
I
I'm
like
offending
offending people.
everyone.
I like offending.
I'm gonna offend them in the best way possible, without it being a real attack.
Mm.
It's me opening up their eyes, trying to get them to see. If they're offended, my job is accomplished.
Yeah. If you get
You
offended by something, that's
I'm
your
proving
problem.
something. I'm
That's
proving
your
a
problem,
point.
not mine.
You know, now that I
You're
think
not
about
as
it,
good as a person as you say you are if you're offended.
Right, you fucking saint, you fake ass saint. No.
His standalone hero name, Apollo, comes from the Greek god Apollo, who was known for being a god of practically everything. The title he received
he was a
as
god of music.
I googled it. Apollo. He's pretty much a god of everything.
I just laid an egg.
The title he received as Ultimate Savior Apollo is the initials spelled out USA.
What?
When introduced at the age 27, the significance about this is a non-judgment, compassion, and tolerance of others and their beliefs. People with the 27 in their numerology chart should use their idealistic viewpoints and humanitarian. Thank you. Nature, people skills, and wide array of knowledge to help humanity. 27 is also about philanthropy and compassion and cooperative
No.
atmosphere. The number 27 is a wonderful number that energies and represents, makes the number kind-hearted, tolerant, intelligent, a team worker, and so very much wanting to see humanity better off than what it is. You see what I'm doing
fucking
with
hell.
this character.
Being symbolic.
Entirely. His whole character is supposed to be the personification of America.
Persona.
Oh my god, why did he get flicked off Derek?
He's
It's
supposed to
okay.
be
He's fine.
what America is supposed to be.
America.
Adam Christensen.
Yeah, she's upset I couldn't get her the...
That's what he's
No,
supposed
it's okay.
to
I
be.
know it's hard.
What
that
America
was
is
annoying,
supposed to
man.
be. But guess what?
They sold out like instantly.
Yeah.
It
Just
wouldn't
like
let me add it to my
what
cart.
people think
God
America
damn.
is supposed to be is not what it really is, and it can crumble.
America's.
That's what he's representing.
Oh shit! I got
So
wedges.
his whole character is just pretty much development. Pretty much is he's going to crumble.
I'm definitely just gonna say it's just gonna be the embodiment ideology of how the U.S. is gonna be.
No. How he's supposed to be seen? He's supposed to be seen as perfect, right? Because that's the country we live in, a perfect country, right? But we don't. So he's going to face his adversary, which is himself, his dark self, and he's going to crumble when he realizes the truth that he's not perfect. America's not perfect. It's far from it.
No country's perfect.
Exactly.
You know what? That reminds me of the American superhero we have in our superhero universe. You know, the dude who has the Ford Bronco that flies?
No! Hell no! Fuck that!
Okay.
No!
Okay, moving on to the
no.
other topic I want to talk about. So, I didn't dig deep into this because I didn't research it enough. I was too busy doing some other stuff. But
I'll go over the characters off.
speaking of cancel culture, apparently people are trying to cancel Johnny Cage now.
Johnny Cage, the boy?
Yeah, I guess he's like
Fuck.
toxic masculinity, or he like supports
Of course,
BLM.
he's toxic masculinity. That's the whole point.
That literally is his character.
I think they were like going to get.
Hold up. Not only that, he had great character development in 11. He stopped being, not entirely, but he stopped being so full of himself when shit got serious. Man settled down and had a kid with one of the most badass women in game history.
Now has a badass kid.
And now has a badass kid who is relatively relatable to today's teens.
And she's voiced by Erica Lindbeck.
And she's not a bad character.
Really? Futaba-chan?
She is not a bad character at all. Like,
So listen to this. So Reddit has been going off about Futaba Sakura, especially them wanting her to be a boy.
Why?
No. Listen. It's not political. It's not sexual. It's literally just the Persona fans wanting to see her as a boy.
they just want to see it. They just want to see a gender.
Because we've seen a bit of it, and holy fuck, she is the prettiest boy I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
I mean, she's a pretty girl. She's probably gonna be a pretty boy. Look at her.
Dude,
She's
it's
a pretty
insane
boy.
how almost exact it is. It's like, holy fuck. If she was a guy...
I mean, we almost got Joker as a girl. They just decided not to go with it because they didn't think girls would play the game.
Well,
Really?
they were wrong on that. They fucking love Persona.
No, yeah,
5.
girls love
Not,
Persona.
not trying to interject here. Sorry, I'm on Facebook, and my friend November, she works in the call center for, I want to say First National. She works for a bank.
Uh-huh.
And this is one of the conversations she had with a customer. Where are you from? Nebraska. Well, get me someone from America. Like,
That is the most
what?
ignorant.
Bitch!
That's the like. I think that's the most stupidest thing I heard all day.
Dude, that is funny. There was a tweet not that long ago, before COVID started. This bitch said, "Good thing I live in New York and not America."
No, this. I don't know if you were. When we went to Vegas,
Dude, shit was lit.
someone asked. I don't know if it was.
Yeah, someone asked us where we were from, and we said Nebraska.
And they were like, "There's black people in Nebraska?"
They literally asked us that.
Bro, one time when I was playing Xbox 360 with my friend Zach.
Oh god, toxic.
We were on Halo Reach, and this dude said, "Where are you from?" We said Nebraska. They said they have internet out there. I'm like, bro, what?
It's
do
like these
you
people
mean?
do not do their research.
Bruh, you know what's
They
fucking
don't-
hilarious?
It's like-
again.
it's
they
like again-
think the world revolves around them.
Here's the best example. All right, do you guys think that Egypt is just a desert?
No, it's like an actual. It's actually
Oh my god!
It's
Yo,
more than just
oh,
a desert.
my
There's cities
God.
in there. There's cities in Egypt.
Seriously.
Yo,
What the
this
hell?
one dude in my history class. Not gonna drop no names, because I don't want to embarrass him. So we were talking about cultural achievements, not cultural, but ethnical achievements. And he said, "Well, what have black people done?" And I was like,
I would have smacked this bitch.
I was like, "We built the pyramids." And then he was like, "No, you didn't."
Egyptians.
And then I
I
turned.
feel offended. I feel
turned
offended.
and looked at him. I was like, "Where do you think Egypt is?" And he was like, "I don't know, in Europe." And I'm like, "Oh, oh no."
Okay,
Yeah.
as a legit partially Egyptian person, I feel so offended right now.
Let's get one thing cleared though. All right, just lay it out there. Most Egyptians.
Egyptians.
That's
Thank
what
you.
I said.
No, you
So-
said Egyptians. Like gypsies. That's
I
not
realize I have a permanent retainer in my mouth, right?
That sucks.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, Egyptians? There you go. Okay, you happy?
No, I'm
Professor?
still not.
All right. You know what? Anyway.
Don't worry, I'm not offended.
Thank you.
Here, you can
It
put
was a
this
multicultural thing.
Here.
All right.
I need this.
Most of them, yes, were black. So yes, pyramids were built by black people. All right. There were black people who had black slaves.
I think what's hilarious to me is that the extent that people go through in history to kind of defame the achievements of like
Other
ancient black
Other,
cultures.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
There's
anyway,
a lot
back-
of things that white people wouldn't have if it wasn't for our culture.
not trying to get into that kind of conversation on here.
It's just serious
so
though. Let's be serious.
What
about
I
it.
was gonna bring up next was the talks about fandoms.
Toxic, a lot of them.
I mean, we kind of. I was trying to like lean into that with the whole Johnny Cage thing.
So where I was going to with the video game fandom and what I had wanted to bring up was the Halo fandom.
Oh jeez.
I feel like they're
Here we
toxic.
go. I don't know. I don't play Halo.
This is one of the most toxic fandoms.
Called
Dude,
it.
we talk about 360?
Huh?
We talk about 360?
No, we just
I'm talking
Halo.
about the community in
I was about
general.
to say, because me and Trey, we were talking about how this generation would not handle
They
Call
would not
of
last.
Duty lobby chats.
Bro, literally.
Dude,
Hold on,
you
so
know how
literal-
many N-words and G-words,
Bro,
F-words were
it's
thrown around?
Not even.
I remember. I remember.
It's
Jets
not
being
even.
thrown around
It's
a
not
lot.
even that, bro. You would literally be
That sounds
sitting
okay.
in a Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 lobby, dead quiet. Let some dude go, kill yourself. Jesus Christ.
Bro, I
Like,
swear to
I
God.
remember like playing for the first time on Call of Duty, and it was like a bunch of 14-year-olds or 13-year-olds.
Dude, I swear to
And
God.
they were like just cussing the fuck out. I'm like,
Bro,
well, are you in the room for
were-
a mob right now?
Those were the
Not-
days.
Not gonna lie.
Those, literally,
I-
nothing like that will happen again because the new generation would not be able to handle it.
All right.
Yeah,
No,
because
the
they
new
mass
generation still
report
does
you.
this. He gets to
Yeah.
disrespect the parents while doing it.
So
No, they
so-
mass report you now if you do something like that. Like Zach gets like banned off of Xbox a lot because
Oh,
you know,
that's why so many
he'll
minor
throw
race
insults at
party
people.
stuff now.
Wow. that's
yeah,
fine.
and it's not just them. It's people will just mass report you.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't be able to handle it now because I was with this girl that I was
She would
dating.
live.
Her friend,
She would live,
she
though.
would play Call of Duty, and I sat in while she was playing one time. Dude, she was hanging with the dudes, and she was giving just as much trash talk. It was fucking crazy. I was like,
It's fucking
yo,
lit,
what
though.
the
Oh my!
hell?
So my friend Zach was playing Black Ops 2 and he was playing Sticks and Stones. That's when you have the tomahawk
Oh
with the
my
explosive bolts or tomahawk. You have the crossbow, the explosive bolts, and a tomahawk. Point of the game: you shoot people with the crossbow, they blow up, you get 10 points. Someone hits you with the tomahawk, you go bankrupt. So he has his mic on, and you have to be in game chat when you were playing it back then. And he could hear this little dude going, Timmy, come over here. We'll be safe. Zach went over there, and Timmy got a tomahawk to the neck. And all he heard was, Timmy, where'd you go?
That sounds so dark.
Bruh, I swear to God. Listen to the audio that was in Call of Duty Black Ops, the original one. Bruh, if you would hear that shit today, holy fuck.
That was so
Shit
funny.
is insane. You
I mean-
hear so much shit from white people, it's nuts.
I mean, ask
Yeah.
Abel, Trey, and my uncles and my dad.
Bruh.
I change into a different person when I'm playing Destiny.
Bruh, dude, this guy playing Destiny is literally the embodiment of 2008 Call of Duty. Holy fuck.
I'm sorry, like if you're coming at
know,
me on Destiny and
it is
you're trying to
fucking
get at me with a fucking
Let's
sniper, I'm gonna snipe
invest
you with a
in
fucking
getting
bow,
you
bitch.
some Black Air Forces.
Dude, I swear to God. Black Air
With their
Force.
Infinity
The
Stones.
Black Air Force.
Me and Trey, we actually talked about this. Like, we should just like get rid of the police, but have like a bunch of people with Black Air Force.
Oh
around.
God, there would be no crime whatsoever.
People will be
It would be
afraid
like,
to do
oh,
it.
so you trying to lift that TV out the store? That's what you trying to get into.
Dude, I swear to God, like literally, all you gotta do is call up a
Meet-
bunch
meet
of
me
gang,
around the corner,
bunch
dog.
of gang members. They
We
roll
just
up.
want to talk. Oh my God.
Oh fuck, no crime anymore.
Okay, so would you say the Hollow? I'm gonna say Halo.
Hololive,
Wait, shut
yeah.
Shut up, I was looking at you when I said that. Would you say Halo is more toxic than the Call of Duty?
Hell no, Call
Yes.
of Duty's way more toxic.
Yes, no, Halo was way more toxic.
I don't know. I
No,
don't know.
so-
Again, I don't know.
So here's the thing about the Halo community is that it's very similar to. I guess I'm going to draw a parallel here. The criticisms that comes from the Call of Duty community is, when they switch to jetpacks, both communities are averse to change. But when they switched to the jetpacks for those 3 years of Call of Duty, you had Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3,
Well,
and
thank
Infinite
you.
Warfare.
Thank you.
What happened was the skill ceiling actually raised in Call of Duty, and that's where the issues came from. Because the jetpack era Call of Duty called out people with bad aim. You can't just be some average dude who camps in a corner and expect to do good. Now, instead of just working on aiming at people on an x-axis,
And work
they
on
can
Y-axis.
also move on the y-axis and the z-axis at a moment's notice. So instead of only aiming in a one perspective motion, now they can move in 3 dimensions. Instead of just, oh, let me strafe this way a little bit, then jump. Now you have this dude who goes left, then boosts right, and is now running on the wall, coming down on you with a freaking wrench, and just brains you, you know? They complained about that.
Lit.
Now, what's wrong in the Call of Duty community right now, and one issue that needs to be fixed is the, skill-based matchmaking. That's kind of ruining the game in a sense that it makes every single game that you play a sweat fest. And it makes people not want to... I should not feel like I'm playing esports when I'm trying to play a game of team deathmatch.
Right.
Like, dog, these people are literally tryhards. Also, the weapon balance is the issue too. Right now, the game is just fostering a system where if you're not using an AK-47 or an MP5, or if you're playing Modern Warfare, if you're not using the M4 and the 7.25 shotgun, you're not gonna do good because those weapons will literally instantly kill you. You can shoot this dude 3 times in his back, and he will turn around and Control-Alt-Delete your life in an instant. The moment the trigger's pulled. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter what gun you have. Control-Alt-Delete.
Sounds like Fortnite.
Oh no, Fortnite's worse.
And what's wrong with the Halo community is the Halo community, like the Star Wars community, gatekeeps. And it's a situation where, kind of like Star Wars, where it went from being just George Lucas to being Disney. So you have Bungie, the same people who made Destiny, made Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach. And you have these people who claim to be the majority of the fans, and they're not. Like we had said earlier, they're the silent majority who feel that their perspective is what matters the most. And they swear up and down that Halo died when Bungie left and went to 343 because they don't like change. There's nothing wrong with Halo 4 or Halo 5. Like, they wait for there to be the minute thing that's different, latch onto it, then claim that it's the next reason why the franchise is dead. Like, they have such a big problem with Sprint being in the game, and the only arguments that ever come from them about why Sprint is bad is hurt, people get to run away from a fight and prolong the interaction. When you shoot them in the back, they stop running. When they run, their shields don't recharge. They're still one shot. You still have your shields. Why don't you run after them? Well, their team might be over there. It's a team-oriented shooter game, so why are you trying to fight by yourself being lone wolf anyway? Why are you putting yourself in a bad situation? And they talk about, oh, it makes the maps bigger. The maps aren't even that big, bro.
Jesus.
Money ride.
Like, it's not that big. And it's they talk about if you like these things, and when you go onto the forums, it gets so toxic because these people work themselves up into a circle jerk where they just feed off of each other's toxicity and attack anybody. An echo chamber, yes. They attack anybody who has a different viewpoint. Like, literally, if you like Sprint, or if you like something that 343 made, you will get jumped in the forums by 5, 6, 12, 47 people that just continue to blast you into existence. They try to silence you, and then they try to bully the developers into making the game that they want it to be. They don't want the game to change. What they don't realize is that things need to change.
Did you do this on Reset Era? Or Reddit?
No, it's usually just their own forum. You see things like that on Reddit, though, too. Like, basically on any space where people start talking about Halo and they talk about, oh, well, I like that they added this. It's one of those things where the game plays so good when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you it's bad.
I feel it.
It's just a damn shame.
Like, I'm sorry, Karen. I just feel that way. Deal with it.
And what's most annoying is when they come in and they tell you, like, if you like this, then why don't you go play that game? And then on the other hand, they get so upset if you tell them, well, if you like the old mechanics, why don't you just play Halo 3? I don't want to play Halo 3. I want to play the new Halo. It should be this way so I can enjoy it. It's like, well, why does it have to conform? Yeah, the world doesn't work that way. Why does it have to conform to what you want?
There is no pleasing everyone.
It's
So
similar
you might
to
as well just offend everybody.
It's similar to
in the most
Star
What's
Wars.
the
enjoyable way.
sociology term? It's like, basically, they just think their whole culture or their whole world view revolves around them. The whole world doesn't matter.
It's self-indulgent culturalism.
It's,
I'm lying. I don't know.
I
It sounded like it was.
it starts with
good.
an E. It starts with an E. Like,
I don't know.
Entitled?
like ecocentric or something?
Oh, egocentric?
See,
Yes.
Yeah,
but
that. I think.
It's similar to how the Star Wars fandom was, where they bullied.
Anyone who tried getting in.
Yeah, they bully people who are coming in who like the new stuff, and then they push you out of the fandom because they say you don't belong. That doesn't belong in Star Wars.
Right.
It's like I can kind of agree that the new 7, 8, 9 is bad,
Yeah.
but that's not necessarily. That's more or less like the films and how the films were presented and made.
Right. It's Disney's fault.
That's Kathleen Kennedy. I wouldn't blame that one on Disney.
I blame a lot of shit on Disney. Look what they did
But-
in Marvel Infinite.
It's the same thing with like how they attack people who like the prequels.
I told you, my
You know?
guy, not to do it.
I mean, I grew up with prequels, so yeah, I kind
know.
of like the prequels. I just didn't like Jar Jar Binks, that's all.
Yeah, Jar Jar Binks is really annoying.
Jar Jar Binks was fucking hilarious.
Jar Jar Binks is the best though.
But it's like it's similar to that where you have
What's
these
up, Bobby?
extremely
Love it.
vocal minority fans who believe that they're the majority when they're not. And it's like they treat Halo 3 like it's the best game ever. And they constantly
It is,
use
though.
Halo 3's population at the time as the argument. And it's like Halo 3 was the best Halo game, so every other Halo game after that should try to copy it. No. When Halo 3 came out, what first-person shooters were out there in 2007?
Bioshock.
In fact,
Is
Bioshock's
Bioshock a
2008.
multiplayer game?
It's not, but I mean, it was pretty popular.
It,
I think
He's
the only
talking about-
Aside from that,
he's
that's
talking
all it
about-
was.
I'm
he's
talking
talking
about
about
first-person
multiplayer.
Oh,
shooter.
online shooters?
I think
Yeah, I'm
it
talking
was
about
No, it's just
online-
Halo.
I
It was
think
just
it's
Halo.
What about
Halo
Call of Duty?
and Team Fortress.
What about Call of Duty, though?
No, Call of Duty came out that same, like Modern Warfare came out that same year, but that's the first game in that franchise. Not the first Call of Duty game because it was the fourth Call of Duty game, but it was the first Call of Duty game that had
With
an actual
online.
online multiplayer, like that actually made
It
itself.
wasn't even that good.
But here's the thing: Call of Duty Modern Warfare knocked Halo out of the top spot on Xbox 4 weeks after it came out. Halo 3 held the top spot, and then Modern Warfare came out, and 4 weeks later knocked it off the top spot. And here's the other thing. Between Halo 3 and Halo Reach, 3 years, 2007 to 2010, we went through Modern Warfare, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and we were getting ready for Modern Warfare 3. We went through Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, gearing up for Gears of War 3. We went through Battlefield 1942, Battlefield Bad Company 2, and we're gearing up for Battlefield 3. On top of that, we also had the Rainbow Six, we had Tom Clancy's Ghost
Six is still a
Recon,
thing?
we
Rainbow
had
Six is
Splinter
still a
Cell
thing,
Conviction, we had
I was surprised to see Splinter Cell back.
what
Wait,
was
is,
what
wait,
other,
is, it, wait, is it coming
what,
back?
what other
Yeah.
games were there?
Oh my
I'm trying to
God.
think. Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor.
And then on top of that, not only were we dealing with those games, some of the gamers were jumping ship from console to PC because around that time, PC gaming started taking off. Then on top of that, you also had PlayStation 3. Not even that PlayStation 3 was that big at
No.
2007,
It was
but
still
we
growing.
had to deal with Halo being the only game in the first-person shooter genre in the multiplayer space as a Titan. It was a Titan because it had no competition. So we went from a game that had no competition to competition being everywhere, and then not only dealing with that competition on their console, another console started up that had online multiplayer with literally all of those other games as well, minus Halo and Gears of War. So instead of just competing with other games on its own console, it's competing with another console's multiplayer and those games on that other console as well. On top of those same games also being on PC.
Yeah.
It's a console wars.
So they talk about like Sprint's what killed Halo. No, what killed Halo was competition.
And marketing.
Yeah, marketing.
Not really marketing.
I wouldn't necessarily say marketing. It's because of Halo has a long development cycle. It's typically 3 years between each game.
And Call of Duty release a game
every year. On top of that, you also have all those other games that are coming out as well.
Yeah.
And the market shifted from arena shooter games like Halo to arcade first-person shooter games like Battlefield and Call of Duty. So of course, Halo's not going to be as popular and it's not going to hold the top spot when it's dealing with all of that competition at once. Mm-hmm. And they like to say it's Sprint that ruined Halo. No, it's Halo finally actually had competition. And not just one competitor,
like
a
5.
Literal plethora. It's not even 5.
There's like a bunch.
It's a shit ton.
And Team Fortress on top of that.
Team Fortress,
and
and all those
like,
other games.
Like just games, any game that,
that has online multiplayer too.
It is not just a shooter. Any game that just has online multiplayer now.
You know what's crazy? Is that the PS3 and the Xbox 360 still have online internet?
Oh no, they cut it off.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, the PS3 still
I think
does.
they cut it off at one time
PS3
with
still
the
does.
PS3.
No, PS3 still does. You can still play people online in Persona 4 Arena.
Oh, that's crazy. I know they either cut or they're cutting the Xbox 360
I actually think
multiplayer.
we might have to make a Persona 5 fighting game because with how good Strikers is doing.
I've been waiting for that forever, and I'm still waiting for it because they did announce it. They've announced they're making a fighting game for Persona 5. It's just no idea when, and they don't know who's gonna make it. Because Arxis isn't doing it.
I know. They got a lot of games they're working on, so I understand.
So I'm like,
but they're the only ones that can make a good anime fighter.
hopefully, I swear to God, if it's
or
not
it
Capcom,
should be fucking Dengeki. They should do it.
But, well,
They're the only ones that come close to Arxis.
But well, Derek listed out his toxic fandom or fandoms that he had problems with. What about all of us?
me, my toxic fandom is nothing really. I mean, whoa,
You know what
I
else?
have one. I have
the
one.
Monster Hunter fandom.
Oh, dude, yeah, the Monster Hunter fans. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, that's right. One of my friends is hosting a Monster Hunter contest, like drawing his character and he'll
Oh,
give
I
you
was going to say a game? I just deleted World.
No, like basically he's doing like a giveaway because he already pre-ordered.
Because my internet's just.
Because he pre-ordered Rise, and so he's already gonna get it. It's just he has a code to Rise, so he's giving that away if someone can like draw his character.
I think the thing about the Monster Hunter fandom that I was bringing up is it's similar to the Call of Duty fandom in a sense that, due to Monster Hunter becoming as big as it did with World, you have all these people who are jumping in, and you're not seeing any variety like you used to. Now it's becoming who has the most meta build. You're not seeing any variety. Like, you're only seeing people running with, I'm not even going to sit here and try to pretend like I'm safe from this. I use the Raging Brack set in Monster Hunter World, mainly just because I like Brachydios weapons, and they're what I've used since Monster Hunter 3, and the Raging Brachydio shit is better than the Brachydio shit.
All I did was, because I'm still pretty new to Monster Hunter, the only one I got is 3DS, and I only had that shit for like a week. And when I started World, the first weapon I got was Switch Axe, and I just didn't know shit about it. I just like mashing the triangle button.
See,
I just stuck with that for like almost like 2 years, and I just went with that.
It's a Switch Axe is a good weapon, but like I was saying, I use the Raging Brack set just because I like the Raging Brack set.
Oh,
and
I hate the Raging Brack.
I don't wear it with like all the different jewels to be like, I need to use the weapon this specific way to kill this monster in
funny?
33 seconds.
You know what's funny? I was me and Trey, we were playing Monster Hunter World, and we were fighting the Raging Brachydios. We were close to killing it, but Trey's internet dropped.
Yeah,
and he got fucked by himself, and he was like, "I fucking died," and I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Did you win?
Yeah.
That's
like
yeah,
that same match, because it was only me and him fighting it. So I died and he died, but literally the next match afterwards, I did it on my own. I fucking killed it. I killed it.
I told you, when you get him down into that like area in the volcano, he's a lot easier to fight.
I don't know about that. I still have PTSD.
I mean, like, you know, when he gets you in that room and seals you in, because his attacks don't explode right away, it's easier to fight him because you don't have to worry.
I got caught in his Oda thing, and I had my fucking was temporal mantle on. Literally, his last one killed my temporal mantle, and I took like a fucking chunk. He took a chunk of health off, but I somehow made it out. Ran off and healed, and I was like, dude, I was almost about to die.
Yeah, because I mean, like I told you guys, if you're gonna fight the Raging Brack, you can't run from him.
It's fucking hilarious. I love it.
Run from him will make you have a bad time.
Yeah, no, I just stayed under him, used the fucking insect glaive, which is what happened like that.
Ooh.
not insect glaive. Dual blades. I went with dual blades with it because that shit was surprisingly easy with him, and I ended up killing him with that.
He's just so He's just so fucking big.
I really fucking hate that monster.
But yeah, the point was like you don't see any variety in the sets that they use because they're constantly just trying to use the meta set. And it's like people online are afraid to step outside of that comfort zone. And now it's like clearly not everyone does this, but it's a big problem because you can't just go online and join quests because then people won't hunt with you because you're not using a meta set. It's like, why do I need to wear a meta set? Motherfucker, we're fighting the Anjanath. I can take my armor off and fuck him up.
Right.
It's just the simple fact that it's fun hunting with people. Yeah. Why do I have to wear Safi Jiva armor with 18 different gems in very specific sets?
Hell
you
no.
know, you see shit
actually,
like that.
I've never fought the Safi Jiva. Like,
he's fucking annoying.
Because it was...
Have you fought Xenojiva?
Yeah, I fought Xenojiva. Yeah.
He's basically just he's the grown-up Xenojiva.
Yeah, no, me and Trey, because last one I did was Raging Brachydios, and then after that was the story missions, and I was... Oh, no. The last monster we were trying to kill was,
Furious Revenge?
No. What was it? The fucking Zenogre? Yeah, Zenogre.
Yo.
That was the last monster we tried fighting, and I just, like, gave up. I just gave up on Monster Hunter.
Oh, did he kill you?
No, he didn't kill me. It's just that I just kind of got bored of it. Like, cause I had to keep doing all this shit to move on to the next monster, and I was like, well, Rise is coming out like by the end of the month. I mean, I don't really need World anymore, so I just deleted World, and I just made more room for Fortnite.
So yeah, you're definitely you're gonna like fighting him in Rise. I don't know if he's still gonna be the way he was in Monster Hunter World.
I don't know. I only fought him one time. That's it. I only fought him one time.
Yo, because the way they made him in World, he is so slow in World. Like, yo, in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate and 4 in Generations, yo, those 3 slaps come stupid fast. And they made him so slow in World.
I was thinking getting that one Monster Hunter for the Switch. I think it's Generations.
Oh, Generations.
I was thinking of getting it, but I don't know who else has it, so...
I don't.
Now that I think about it, would you guys say that it's not the toxic fandom? It's like grown to like a weird thing on its own ever since it got discovered by Twitch streamers or whatever. But
Monster Hunter?
No, like Among Us. Like, would you say that? I would say that
it's
not toxic. It's annoying.
It's not toxic.
It is annoying.
It is. It's in your face too much all the time.
It's just that.
I mean, calm down lately.
It's just that it's gotten so meta, and people figured out so well of it that they can tell if you're lying.
Oh, I know. I'm like Yale's brothers.
And because
brothers.
it's super easy to play the game now and tell who's actually killing who, because there's nothing else for the game to do.
That's why there's a whole bunch of mods.
At the beginning, it was irritating because like
that's
also great. I don't like playing with randoms.
Oh, because he got fucked over so much.
I don't like
playing groups pretty much. Randoms will play in groups.
Oh no, yeah.
And then they just single you out.
No, but that was low key kind of annoying. That like y'all are just like, and I stuck up for you. I stuck up for you. I was like, I know it's not Abel because we were together, and you're like, it's Milton. I was like, motherfucker, what are you?
I think I played the one time we did play, and I killed like I think you, and I think like either Milton or Trey. It was like right by the door. I'm like, how do you guys not see me kill them?
You remember that time that we played and we killed everybody and not a single body was reported?
Yeah.
That shit was funny as hell. I was like, how has nobody found a body yet?
Man, I remember one time I forgot who I killed. All I know was I killed Adrian because he screamed. And then Milton's like, oh, let me go check the cameras. I know Adrian was up there. And then he just sees me standing over your body. And I'm like...
Kill him.
Didn't I
You
still
can't
get
do that,
voted
my
out?
guy.
Yeah, you
It
did.
makes it more interesting though.
Well, then you make it obvious.
Yeah, I know. You can't scream.
Oh, it sounds okay when Emmy Ricci does it, but when I do it, it's not.
No, it's
and
not.
tell that is,
Emmy
but no.
Rich is a YouTuber, and she is adorable, and you are nothing compared to her. So.
Oh, wow, so you're not saying I'm adorable? Well, fuck you, kid.
I thought it was just annoying because it's like y'all just seem to keep moving the goalposts on me. Where it's like we start doing the thing that you're like, it's Milton, he's not saying anything.
Real
And
shit.
then the
yeah.
next round, it's Milton, he said something. And
I
then
think
it's
that was
like,
mostly YB doing that.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
no,
just
it was her and Trey.
I
And
thought
then
Raymar-
y'all would jump in and do it.
I didn't
too.
jump in. I was like, I don't know who. Like, I didn't hear
Oh,
anyone's
yeah.
testimony. I'm not gonna vote for anyone.
No, I did it.
Dog, that shit was making me so mad.
Like,
'cause
for
I'm
me-
like, bro, what kind of fucking sense does this make? And then when I reported the body, and they were like, oh, that's a self-report. I'm like, motherfucker, what the fuck is this, bro?
Yeah.
It's basically like Clue, except for like you don't know really who did it. But yeah, that's the thing that annoyed me with
Fuck.
Among Us. Like, I don't play that much because it's
It
like,
kind of died now, so.
well,
Yeah, it's
mostly
just a whole
because
bunch of mods.
well, it's mostly
I mean,
because of
Matt.
internet service and
Yeah, I would really like to go back to playing because it was a lot of fun
Oh,
playing.
did
with
the
you
new
guys.
map drop yet or what?
No,
I don't
it
know.
drops next month.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
it was supposed to drop in February, but they keep pushing it.
But the thing that annoyed me with the Among Us, well, mostly the internet service or whatever server you were
Yeah,
on,
we got you got to use the Asian server to actually play. It's fucking insane.
and that and what Derek was going over, like the whole, like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
he
just-
gets said something or he gets self-reporting. It's
Yeah,
like,
stop pinning. You just don't do that.
like for me,
God.
when I play it, I want to hear the testimony. Like, I want to hear your alibi. If it doesn't add up, then you're sus. Then yeah, you're sus.
And it's bad enough when that happens with your friends.
Did
What
you
the
just
fuck are
fart?
you doing? I'm like here.
You couldn't sit down and do
You
that?
could have done it in the other room with the
I
cat.
couldn't.
with the
I'm
cat.
sorry.
Bro,
Spanking yourself in the magazine, okay?
you could have just stayed sitting down on the couch and farted.
I couldn't because I was already up in the air.
No.
But yeah, that's like the thing that annoys me with Among Us. I mean,
No, I can smell.
I mean, yeah,
No,
it's
you can't smell
it's
it.
like it's kind of
It's
like
not
Uno
like the
or
cat.
Smash. It's one of those games that could like
Cat was
potentially ruin
cuter.
friendships.
No, it wasn't. No.
I said potentially,
Not
potentially.
you. I'm
The
talking.
cat part.
I was talking to YB.
Oh, did she say it was worse than the cat fart?
Yeah.
No, it
No.
wasn't.
She said the cat part was cuter than mine.
Try going to a whole house that smells like cat pee.
Oh man, I can't fucking do it. Every time I walk in there, my nostrils burn.
That's why I can't hang there. I
No,
just
I
can't.
can't.
I
But
love my boy, but I can't. I just
don't.
can't.
but yeah, I mean, I would love to play Among Us again, but I probably had to be like locally, like we're all like in the same house or
Even
something.
then, we still have to use servers.
Yeah. It's gonna-
No, you don't have to use servers if you're like playing on your phone and you're playing locally.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get to play in the same household.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then it
I'm
works
doing
off
that.
of like Bluetooth or something like that.
Like that's probably like the only best way we could all play together.
Yeah,
since-
but how are we all gonna avoid each other from screaming?
Well, we won't. We'll just try not to scream.
Adrian.
Shut up.
Adrian, it's you.
Shut up.
You're the only one who has more pipes than all of us.
In terms
Okay,
of
thank you.
screaming. In terms
Yeah,
of
I'm like-
In terms
I will
of-
fuck
in
you
terms
too.
of young.
I'm
Mr.
like,
Michael
you
Jackson
know-
wannabe.
first of all, you ain't fucking nobody. My ass is not for anyone.
What the hell did you
You
say?
said
That's
fuck
not
me.
what you said the other
I
day.
said fuck.
First of all, no, you
Winky
didn't.
face.
Not shut up. Stay over there with your winky face. And your
Yeah, your brother.
digi-destined
But I can
music.
be your
Oh
daddy
my
too.
god!
Excuse me. What? Did you say? Did you
Girl,
just call it
You're
Digimon?
just mad because I haven't given you the Digi D yet.
That's
Oh
why.
my
Oh my
god!
god. No,
Wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait.
no.
You're my brother. Yeah, I can be your daddy too. Winky face.
Was this from Digimon Abridged?
Yes,
What's
that shit was gold.
what's that one Digimon that looks like a fox? And has his
Renamon?
little- I fucking love that thing.
I can't even remember it.
No, my favorite is
So-
Lord Greymon.
There's so much.
Yeah, I like more
Dojos
Greymon,
there.
but I think my favorite is either Vmon or
You didn't
Guilmon.
hear me.
I
What
do
was-
not.
what was
I
that?
said there's so many Dojos of Renamon,
Yeah,
and I
there is.
fucking love them.
I mean,
I'm not surprised.
yeah, not surprising either. Even though Digimon don't really have genders.
Digimon.
That's the best part. He said there weren't any goths here or girls. I love it.
Yo, you know what? The ending theme song or the opening theme song where they had that final one where the whole cast sang it with the singer. That's still
Butterfly?
like- yeah, Butterfly. It still low key does make me emotional.
Because he's not with us anymore.
In the last one,
Oh
where
yeah,
like,
and
it
Ty's
goes-
voice actor
where
died
it
too.
goes super quiet, and then you just hear like the whole cast singing it together. That still kind of gives me.
Yeah, that gives me
chills.
goosebumps. Like, it makes me sad and gives me goosebumps because the singer to the original Butterfly is gone, and Ty's Japanese voice actor is gone too.
If you really want to hear goosebumps, You gotta hear all
Hololive.
all Hololive girls sing Gurren
Thank you.
Lagann.
I was about to say, if you really want to hear Goosebumps, hear Goosebumps.
Oh my god.
Dun, 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 dun.
Alright, now, if my toxic fandom
I hated
probably...
that.
That was a good
I heard
song.
that shit. My
Oh,
toxic
fucking
fandom
God.
is probably gonna be the My Hero Academia fandom.
Well, we're talking about like games though.
Oh, gaming fandom?
Fighting game.
Probably
community.
Street Fighter. Street Fighter, especially the fuckers who only play Third Strike in Street Fighter 2.
Nah, anybody who plays Ken as a main can get the schmo. No, like literally, my friends were playing Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade, right? My friend Michael and my friend Jalen were playing. And as Michael was using his ultimate move,
Fucking cool.
Jalen used his ultimate move as well. They hit each other, fell down, got back up, and Ken continued using his ultimate move after he got back up. And he's the only character that does that.
Because Ken is the GOAT.
No, it's because Ken is garbage.
Now, you
Want
know
that
what's-
work?
Now,
You sure?
know what's
I got a
funny?
mean sexual monot.
What the fuck?
You know what's funny? My favorite character to use in that game is Vega.
Oh,
mainly
God.
because I
That's
don't
his
like
flipping bullshit.
I don't like when people try to pin you into the corner and continue to use low hits. And when you use
I don't
Vega's
even
like
do that.
the left bumper and the left trigger, he does like the flips and you go through them. Yo, my friend thought that he had me, and he used his ultimate as I was getting up, and I did the flip, and he went through me. He was like,
This
"What?"
Vega's so annoying.
Is that a Pokeball?
I'm like, what the fuck do I do to touch this man?
You can't. That's
Yeah. He's just as bad as Dawson.
I'm
I
like,
fucking
Bro,
hate Dawson.
Don't jump in the air because he will snatch you.
I'm just
Fucking
like,
Dawson's so annoying because that motherfucker teleports and he has Luffy's
Bro,
arms.
No, do you know that Vega, if you hold down in the corner and then like you do the jump off the wall,
Mhm.
and if you do the powered one, he kicks you in the face. And then when he jumps off the wall, you can grab them before they
Yeah.
hit the ground and slam them.
Yep.
But also when you jump off the wall, you can make him do this in the air, then come down behind them, and before you touch the ground, if you press the grab button, he will grab them and then slam them.
This is
And they
Street Fighter
can't
2.
block it.
Alpha 2.
Alpha 2. That's why I said.
And then Yun and Yang.
Catch me.
Yo,
Oh,
Zach-
you need.
No,
Oh!
Zach was playing as somebody, and I was playing as Yoon. And you know how Yoon does the jump punch thing?
That bullshit.
He literally did the cutscene where they're like, oh yeah, I think he was using Yang, because you know how Yang does the thing where he does that before he does his ultimate, and he says whatever the hell he says. And Yoon was like going down, and literally as he takes a step forward, Yoon's like, pow, and just punches him out of it. I was like, bro, that's fucked up.
Nah, I fucking.
He literally turned off his Xbox.
Oh my god. The character I hate is Fei Long. I fucking hate
Oh,
Fei Long.
fuck that.
With his
Fei Long
fucking
is
leg
great.
goes in the air, I fucking
Hey, long
hate
is
that shit.
great.
I
Fucking
hate
that
T-Hawk.
Nah, I love T-Hawk. I love T-Hawk.
I hate people that use T-Hawk and Zangief and then do nothing but spam their grabs. And the fucking, whatever that move is, that shit makes me angry.
People
like-
who use total assisted tools need to go to a certain place in hell.
What?
Damn.
What? Tool assisted strats?
Yeah.
Task runs? Task
Yes.
speed runs?
Tests. Yes.
Task speed runs?
Yes.
Task speed runs. You know what that means, right?
Yes. I'm aware.
Task speed runs is just basically you take your best run, mash them
No,
together,
no.
and you
You
go
can
through
put
it.
it in a fighting game.
Oh
People
yeah,
done
no,
it.
that's garbage. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's trash.
They'll use it to loop a same move over and over, so where you literally you can't escape it, and it just every time your life bar is just going down.
There was an
increment by
issue,
increment because it scales the
There
damage.
there was an issue for Street Fighter 4 where if you play Guile and you had a keyboard, you can hold the back button but move forward, and you could charge his
Sonic Boom.
and you could do
Bro.
it. You could walk forward and
You
do it
know
instead
what's
of do
the
it backwards.
funniest? Him and Vega have this move that I call the knees of justice. Where
Oh.
when you stand next
Knee
to
of
him, when he
justice.
jumps forward with that knee, it happens in like literally a frame. And he does it so fast that you can't safely stop it. Like he just starts kneeing you over and over. You have to sit there and block until your guard breaks. Because you can't do anything because it's coming too fast. I mean, unless you're playing as Vega, because then you can just knee him in the face. And then grab him and then body slam him. Or you can just flip through it, get behind him, and then trip him the fuck up.
But anyways, my issue with Street Fighter is how people like will claim that Street Fighter 5 is garbage. No, it's not. But I'll say that Street Fighter Street Fighter 3
I love Street Fighter 5.
and Street Fighter 2 are the best ones. Street Fighter 2 is fucking ass. Third Strike is classic.
I was just disappointed that Street Fighter 5 was only on PlayStation.
Yeah.
You'd think by this point they would have at least ported it, but you know, Sony gotta have the exclusives.
Yep, but
Sony's just been trying to be like
information.
Disney, buying everything.
if it's not My Hero Academia, then Street Fighter.
Yeah, but
Information.
the thing is that Sony's not really buying the companies; they're just buying the game, and they're paying them to not release it on other consoles. And my issue with the Sony Pony fanboys is that
Sony Pony, I love that.
they love it when they do that, but then they demonize other companies if they do the same thing.
You mean like when Microsoft bought Bethesda?
Yeah. Like how they're attacking Bethesda and calling them garbage and saying like they're going to run it into the ground and Microsoft is bad and this is why the gaming industry is bad. It's like, but Spider-Man games used to be for everybody until Sony
Bought it out.
bought it out.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't, even then, like, Spider-Man games were for every console up until 5 years ago.
That's when things started becoming more about, you know, the money.
Yeah, and then they made the new Final Fantasy game. They bought the exclusive rights for that one.
16?
Mm-hmm. And then they did the same thing with
60's gonna be fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
16 will be lit. I'm buying a
they did the same
PS5 just
thing
for 16.
what was it?
When I saw that, I was like, yo.
I was
I
like,
can't
and
remember.
it's not made by 15? Come on. That's great.
What's the word I'm looking for? What game was that?
What?
And Street Fighter. So it's kind of suckish, you know. But at the same time, you know, you have those Sony ponies who get upset that now Bethesda games are going to be exclusive, and it's like you kind of reap what you sow.
Right.
You can't keep only having exclusive games and then expect it to just be sweet like that. And you can just keep being like, oh, we have the exclusives, we're better than you. Okay, we have exclusives now, but that's not right. Why? Y'all
It's just double standard.
it's like
all the
talking
time.
all that good shit, now you don't have Fallout. Talking all that good shit, now you don't have Elder Scrolls.
Thank God I got all systems.
Oh, I need all systems. I still need Xbox. So I can play the Halo.
But let's see. I already mentioned Among Us. I guess I'm gonna say it's toxic. I just think it's annoying how I see this all the time. But one of the games I'm thinking of is like Smash. Like whenever there's like a new fighter pass coming out, and like, we get a character that no one expected or no one likes, or they
No, listen. Nintendo said all the characters are going to be third party. They are third party, but Nintendo exclusive third party.
Nah.
That's what I don't like.
I mean,
except
that's
for,
like every time it's like a new announcement.
Except for Sephiroth.
The Banjo-Kazooie too. That's a
Well,
Microsoft.
okay.
he's not owned by
No,
Microsoft.
it's mainly in the first one. It's what started it was Byleth.
Right. Bailiff. That's what I called her. I got 3 houses. I call her Bailiff.
Yeah,
BAELYTHEFNZLO.
Yeah, it was. That's what kind of set it off, and then
Also-
Min Min followed, and they didn't like that, and then it just kept sticking to pretty much Nintendo basics, except for Sephiroth.
I think
And then they went back to Nintendo.
But I guess don't like how the fandom always goes crazy. Like,
And yeah,
overly
It's
crazy.
because the fandom is toxic. They
Fandom
want
is
all the characters, but they don't want the characters that Nintendo
Yeah,
picks.
here's-
I'm
here's the
irritated
thing.
right now because I'm tired of just being sword fighters.
Now it's pretty much
Literally,
it's Sword Fighters versus
Even-
the rest of Nintendo
even-
cast.
was it so is it Solis, the girl from 3 Houses? She said what? Too many sword fighters.
I mean, if they had fucking Knuckles,
There
that'd be better.
probably is
Bro,
just as much sword fighters as there are characters now.
Like, yo, can we please
Get
get
another
something
brawler.
different?
Another
Give
brawler.
us something from Metroid. Give us something from Fire.
Why don't they add Knights, like, the Sega?
From what?
Knights.
Yeah,
Did you
Knights
say? No,
from
not, no,
Sega.
what? No.
I
What did
said
you say?
something from
You mean-
I said Firefox.
You mean
I
Star
meant
Fox?
Star Fox, yeah.
No, I've been wanting something from Knights for a long time. I'm
No,
like, just
you're-
put Knights in
you're
there.
never
Why?
Give us something else from
You're never gonna
Kirby.
get it.
Just
Fucking Bandana D.
I mean, if they're bringing, like, old people from, like, I know they, like...
Knuckle
this-
Joe.
You know who should?
I will
You know
take
dead ass.
Ditsy Kong, bro.
You know dead ass who they should fucking bring? The dudes from Double Dragon. That would be fucking lit. Or Battletoads. Or dude,
I'm just
that'd be so
Because
fucking
they
lit.
already got a Microsoft title.
Dude,
Battletoads
that'd be
is
so
Microsoft.
fucking lit.
I'm
Battletoads
just-
and Smash
I mean, I like-
Classic?
I'm just
Oh,
so
no.
tired of the sword fighters. Can we get
I mean, I
something
like
And
sword fighters and all, but I want
It is-
diversity.
It is unfortunate because this might actually be the last pass. Might be. he's considering doing another one because it is just a celebration of gaming and a lot of characters that are, meaningful to not just him, but the history of gaming.
If he does
And
end
if you
this...
get Steve from Minecraft, you get someone else.
The only thing is, if he does
He's
end this
technically a
Smash
sword
Bros. Game, there's never going to be another one like it. Because he barely got the rights for Cloud and Sephiroth. And he tries to do it again, it's probably not
The
going to
only
happen.
reason he got Sephiroth is because he tried to get Sora, but Disney was like, no.
Yeah.
Really?
That's the reason.
No,
They
Disney-
wanted to get Sora, but Disney said no.
no.
So he had to settle with Sephiroth.
Oh
That's
my
why
God,
your
Disney
Sora's
is so
not...
fucking stingy.
And I was
Just like
like-
how they were with like Kid's Grave, like Tombstone.
That should have been the only fucking thing. That should have been the last Sword Fighter. Sora. Because that's where the world would have been like...
And it makes
Fucking
sense,
finally.
and it makes sense too if it was Sora, because he goes to different worlds.
But-
Going to Nintendo, that would make sense.
But it's because Cloud was having too much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Sephiroth had to come back and give him the PTSD.
He said you thought you could escape me by
He
going
said-
to Smash.
he said,
And
"Watch me."
bitch,
He said-
I'm everywhere.
He said, "Watch me kill your friends."
I think it's because Disney wouldn't get money out of it, I think.
Yeah, the full thing, really?
Like, that's the thing, like, that's what I think. Like, they probably wouldn't get money
I
out
mean,
of
no,
it.
I agree with you. That's probably why. They're like, we see no benefit of this. We're almighty and powerful. No.
Yeah, I know you guys heard about this.
You know
Like,
what's crazy? I was thinking about this. We're closer to getting Doom Guy or Master
Dude.
Chief in Smash Bros. than
Let's
we
get a
could be
shooter.
in Sony IP.
Dude, yeah, we should get another shooter. Dead ass. We should get another
Yes,
shooter.
we should. Duke
Fucking
Nukem. Fuck.
Leon Kennedy, come
Or
on, you
Leon-
got it.
We got
Leon
two,
or
we got
Claire?
two more slots. We got
Dude,
two
no,
more slots.
Leon. It has to be fucking Leon.
no, wait, if they do what they do with Kira and Myra, they might just do it with, like, Leon and Claire for that one, too. So it would make sense.
Actually would be
It
dope.
would make sense because they have people choose.
Their
who
final
would be-
smash is the police car.
And it makes sense. And it would make sense because they, like, have you choose to be either Claire or Leon. So that would make
I
sense.
low-key would like Chris and Claire, though.
I feel like they're
But
probably
Leon
going to
is
do
cool.
something.
Leon is
Yeah,
dope.
Chris
I
and Claire would be
fucking
good,
love
too.
Leon.
But I'm like, I can see...
Like
I don't
Chris
know, Chris
Redfield,
was dope,
Claire
especially in
Redfield.
Resident Evil 5.
Leon.
Chris was dope.
Kennedy.
Claire.
You know, another thing, but having Chris and Claire would make sense, I guess.
Nah.
Dog,
Dude,
do you,
if
he got
anything-
so big just to fight Wesker in Resident Evil 5. This dude was almost going toe to toe.
He was buff as shit. Resident Evil 7, he's small.
Added a
Resident
bowler.
Evil 8, he's big again.
Now, all right, we already pretty much said the main cast, most of the cast, sword fighters. Sora would have been the last, probably the best last one, but
But Disney was greedy
That-
as
yes.
fuck.
Dude, the best
Sephiroth-
last fighter would be Waluigi with his
We're not getting
finisher.
Waluigi.
That'd be
but
the best
if
one.
I know for a fact if they do one more fucking sword fighter, it's going to be the last one, and it's going to be fucking Dante.
It's gonna be another version
Oh
of Link.
my
It's
god.
gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Dante.
It's
That
gonna be
would
Dante.
be lit, bro. That would be lit.
Because think about it,
Dante
people,
versus Bayonetta.
That's what people want.
Yeah,
they want
Dante.
that.
I want
they
Dante.
want that more than anything. In
But
Smash.
probably, well, no, because Joker has an actual gun.
Exactly.
So-
So yes, Dante is definitely.
Yeah,
You
Dante
know
can
what?
do it.
You know who'd be good
And
for like
his
a
game
fist,
is still popping right now.
Right.
You know who'd be good for like a fist fighter for the past since this was like announced like earlier in the
Sure.
year.
They can
Beautiful
even-
Joe.
They can
No,
even
but
give us,
Yes,
I'm about to say the guy from
Beautiful
Nocturne.
fucking-
they can
Joe.
even give us Akuma.
That would be lit.
It
That would
be
actually
lit.
be dope.
I can see his trailer.
He'd
I
be
would
He's
like,
say
boom,
yeah,
boom,
but
boom,
since
boom.
giving
times,
everyone a fucking raging demon.
He said,
He's like Mario, just grab everyone.
I'd be curious with that since he was like in Tekken.
Oh, yo, and then he grabs Luigi, and Luigi's the only person who survives it because he doesn't have any evil to destroy.
But it's like
dude,
let's see.
How
Crap,
many
who was I
days are you
thinking
gonna
of?
pass?
Damn it, who was the fuck
Like,
I
you
was
weren't
thinking of?
really fast.
Oh yeah,
It's all the tasks.
that Shin Megami Tensei character from Nocturne. I could see him being in it.
oh, the demi theme.
Yeah.
He doesn't have it. He has a name, but I just don't remember.
I would love it if not Beautiful Joe, it should be. But if not Beautiful Joe, the guy from Wonderful 101, because it's from the same.
Oh
creator.
yeah.
Him and Dante. I
Alright.
want that should those.
Alright, it's between Dante or the guy from No More
It
Heroes.
should be.
No.
Oh,
No,
fucking
no.
Travis Touchdown.
He
Now,
won't be in it.
What I
But
wish
he
that they
was, like,
would have
Nintendo
done,
He
Oh.
was not actually.
I'm
he's PlayStation.
disappointed in the way that
Then
they
he's
did
switching to Nintendo.
Byleth, and I think that was a waste of a character slot.
It was. That should have been
So-
Monster Hunter. That
Should've
should have
been
been
Monster
Monster Hunter.
But here's my thing. I feel like if they did Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude as one character.
Ah,
No, hold on, because Byleth uses
all three weapons.
all three weapons. Uses a lance like Dimitri, uses an axe like Edelgard, and uses a bow like Claude. What they could have done...
Edelgard, dude, I fucking love Edelgard. She is fucking amazing. I love her so much. She is my favorite. Like,
Have
look,
you played it?
let me see. Let me show
Have
you.
you played it?
Let me show you.
No, I have.
No,
Edelgard.
look. Where is she? Where is she?
No, because
her, dude. You know how many fucking bastards she smashed with her axe? She
Wait,
is.
that's not Edelgard.
No, that's not Edelgard. That
Edelgard's
that's
the
Edelgard.
top,
Yeah. No, I have her in my party. Dude, she be fucking smacking folks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to see
The pink one.
But now that I think
No, I'm
about
trying
it,
to see the
since
clothes. What
all right,
house is she in? Because
so-
she's not in my house.
Sora's like
Oh,
the
she's
child of
with
Deer.
Square Enix
Deer, yeah.
and Disney.
Yeah,
so
there,
why
I
couldn't
chose
like
Edelgard's house.
Square
Yeah, no,
Enix just say
I
fuck Disney and get
I really wanted
Because
Edelgard just
it's
because of
still under
Edelgard,
Disney.
but then I wanted his
I mean,
team
but they
because
don't
of
entirely
her.
own it. They're
She
not really
was one
making
of
the
the
games.
dopest archers in the game.
I know,
He's
but
one of the
Disney's name's
dopest
attached to
magicians.
it.
They
That's
do
stupid.
ridiculous damage.
But
That's what
I
you
have
sign
him.
up for when you sell.
Oh,
I mean,
only
it's
good
as
ones I've seen
stupid
so
as
far
that
is
time
her
when
and her. That's
a father
really the rest
Kingdom
of them.
Hearts wasn't even supposed to happen.
Yeah, because
They met in the elevator.
in there, he becomes really good at the lance. So that's
My thing is,
Edelgard,
Disney's just so
Ferdinand,
fucking
Bernadetta,
silly, like,
Limpart,
have you heard of this kid that died
oh,
and
yes,
his
I know,
parents
yeah,
went to
Dorothea,
I know.
Casper.
I fucking
know.
love Dorothea. She
I know.
fucking looks
It's
great.
just
Petra and
That's-
Dorothea are
it-
super dope.
I know.
Yeah.
it would have been so cool
Anyways,
to have Sora
she-
on
Dude,
Smash.
she dragged my team through the mud.
Oh, that's tough.
Like literally, I had a unit of 5. She was the last one standing.
Mm.
I was like, holy fuck!
So-
I can play casual. I don't play classic. I'm not that good.
Yeah, I play casual too because
Oh,
you
no,
know
fuck that.
I
I'm
have
going
four
classic.
But my
I'm
thing
a
was
fucking
like,
tactician.
if
Nah, I
instead
can't
of
do it.
Byleth they had done Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude.
That
where
would be cool.
At the start, like when you choose the character, you have to choose Dimitri, Edelgard, or Claude. So that
And
way
you
you
can't switch
choose the bow fighter, you choose the lance fighter, or you choose the axe fighter. So that way you know their move sets are different. Their moves are. I know that would have been a complex character, but instead of doing another just sword fighter, basic protagonist from Fire Emblem, kind of like Robin.
They said third
and-
party. It's Fire Emblem.
and kind of like who was it, Corrin? They could have done something where you can actually choose.
Dude,
the
okay,
character you
Corrin,
want to play.
I kind of liked because she was her game wasn't out yet, and they threw her in Smash. She came out the same day as Fire Emblem. What was it? Fates.
Fire Emblem
Fates?
Fates. I had Conquest.
I like that.
No,
Yeah, it was
I had
Fates.
Birthright.
It was Fates, Conquest, and Birthright. I had
No, it was Fire Emblem Fates, Conquest, and Birthright.
what was the last one? The purple one.
Conquest. That was Conquest.
Was it?
Yes.
Because it was Fire
Birthright
Emblem
was the
Fates
red
was the name of the game, but it was Conquest, Birthright, and there was a third one.
What was
I
the
do
third
not remember the third.
Because I know Conquest and Birthright. There was a third.
Third one was a different. It didn't.
Yeah, 'cause-
it didn't
Because
have
the
corn.
And
third
one
one
of
was
them you
the-
choose.
The third
to-
one was like Emerald.
Yeah, because no,
So-
not Emerald. They all had a different pathway. So, Birthright.
With the
No, Birthright.
Samurais.
Birthright's the one that I had. Zach had Conquest. So Birthright, you choose to go back to your family. Conquest, you choose to stay with the family that abducted you. And then the third one was the one where you went off on your own and you had to fight both.
He said, I choose Smash. Shit was so stupid. But deadass, I like Corn, especially Barefoot Waifu. Come on.
Now, there's like another Nintendo owned game that I was thinking that had like a toxic fan base. I just can't remember what it was.
Any idea what it is?
Splatoon.
I was gonna say,
Bruh, don't even play. Splatoon's fucking lit.
I know it is.
You can't hear a thing they're saying, but they're probably cursing their ass off.
now,
Because
oh, yeah, I
my
remember.
sister plays. My
What was
sister,
the game like?
I was gonna say it's Pokemon, I think.
Oh.
but my sister plays Splatoon, and she doesn't usually play video games. This little shit, no, like this high schooler is, I think, 17. I hear her ass cursing up a fucking storm playing Splatoon, like, you fucking bastard, go kill yourself. I'm like, oh my god, dude, it's a fucking Nintendo game, chill out.
This is family
Okay.
friendly. But
Okay,
not really.
I'm not even that hardcore when I'm playing Destiny.
No, she be fucking getting mad. Oh my god.
Like, the worst I'll say is calling someone the C word, like, you're a cum guzzling C word.
Come guzzling thunder snatch.
Yeah. That's what I basically saying. Like, that's Abel, he hears me
I
say
wish
it.
Ninjala would take off like Splatoon. It just wasn't the right time.
No, Ninjala won't. Ninjala's dead.
But yeah, I think the other
No, it
fandom
is,
I was thinking about was Pokemon, because Pokemon fandom always blows up.
Oh, the
whenever,
Pokemon fan is fucking disgusting.
Like, I like
They
the
are
artists.
they are literal hood rats.
Like, I like the artists and the fandom because they work fast whenever there's like a new announcement out. Like,
FNAF?
Bro, that should be
no, they work
funny.
fast. Like,
Oh.
like
No, that should be funny.
like
They literally have one announcement. Literally 30 seconds after he shows the character, there's already already hands.
after the
Oh yeah.
Like-
When Sonya was first announced, dude, like 30 minutes later, Oh,
It's like, bro, where do you find the ability to draw something
dude, literally,
that fast?
literally,
Your penis.
Rule 34 artists or not safe for work artists are probably time travelers because they fucking do that shit immediately.
I mean, if you're like really fast at sketching, you can just.
No, it's not even sketching. Like it's full on, like colored and everything.
No, I mean like if you're like really
Shady
fast at drawing
and everything.
stuff.
It's insane how fast they do it.
It's ridiculous.
When you're horny.
Especially Nessa. Nessa, 10 minutes later.
Again, when you're horny.
It's fucking insane.
Your sex
Like
drive can
literally
drive a lot
10
of
minutes later,
options.
Twitter full of Nessa nudes. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and then
holy
of course
fuck.
you had like the people who are like, I'm fixing Nessa.
Oh no, Nessa
Oh my
was
God.
great. I love
hate,
Nessa.
I hate that art community. The whole
Oh, you
fixing.
left another iron nugget back there.
Like I
I
hate the.
know.
Oh, I was like, wait,
Please, I
what?
don't need that one.
You better go
I'll
grab
get
it.
it when I'm ready.
Go grab
Another
it.
toxic
leaving.
fandom. Animal Crossing. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
Animal
I'm
Crossing's
kidding.
awesome.
Nah, Animal Crossing is not toxic.
I know.
Aggressive, very, very aggressive. Animal Crossing fans, you know when
It's
Doom,
competitive.
you know when Doom and Animal Crossing came out the same day?
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Animal Crossing fans would pick up Doom, and Doom fans pick up Animal Crossing, and you will see the difference. Like the calmest people
I love,
would play Doom, and then the most aggro people would play Animal Crossing.
and I love the fact that they did like a
A
collab
collaboration,
art between
yeah.
them.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Doom guy was
the-
just like. I will
The
protect
funny,
you.
the
It
funniest
was
one.
like, now you just hold this gun, aim at about the chest high, lean into it, and pull the trigger.
The
And
funniest-
see, that's one of the
I
reasons
love
why I
this.
want Doom Guy to be in Smash.
My-
That'd be cute.
The funniest one I seen was when Isabel was like a chibi Isabel put a bag of bells on the counter and she said 1 copy of Doom Eternal, please.
That's so adorable.
Like, oh my god, it's adorable.
But yeah, that's like one of the reasons why I want Doom Guy in Smash because do you know how many people like just
Would do that team.
yeah they would do that.
They-
That'd be adorable.
Is-
like, boom, boom.
Isabel Doom, just because they came out the same day. Like you got the two different type people. The people who get Doom and the people who get Animal Crossing.
But yeah, I think the toxic fandoms for
Crazy
me
funny.
is
It's
just
like
Smash and
little,
Pokemon, which is
just
funny because
really
those are like the
like,
longest
what
running,
do I do? And then
one of the
he
longest
says,
running
like,
Nintendo
here for- you know,
franchises.
Right, yeah. Like
It's like, oh.
you see the biggest, buffest, baddest dude buy Animal Crossing. You see the sweetest little girl buy Doom. It's fucking
Yeah,
lit.
You know, what is kind of crazy about the Animal Crossing community is that it's a situation where play the game the way you want to play it. The only time where I don't agree with this is if you play a fucking shooter game and you pay $60 to sit in the corner for 15 minutes like a bitch. But
God damn.
I wish we had a camera so we could record
Is
him
that-
like doing that.
I hate that shit.
I
If you're
love
gonna
it.
sit there in a fucking corner
Ah.
for 15 minutes,
Dude, that's what
just set the game. Just take the game out your console
Yeah, I freaking hate campers.
and sell it. If
It's-
you're
it's
gonna
not-
if you're gonna camp, if you paid $60 to sit in a corner for 15 minutes at a time, sell your game.
Dude,
Like,
that's just
I get it. If you're a sniper, yeah, you need to
Yeah,
like,
you
be
have
in
to
one
have
place.
Different. That's
But
different.
but as me, I'm a sniper in Destiny and Call of Duties. But if I'm sniping someone, I just move on. Like I shoot them. Okay, my spot's been compromised. I'm moving. I'm not gonna be just sitting there like a
Bro.
bitch.
If you sit in a corner in a room that has one entrance and exit,
You're a
and
dumbass.
spot
You're a
that
dumbass and
people
sniper.
have to cross through, no, and you have a shot. If you have a sniper, I don't care. Camp because it takes you a long time to bring your weapon up. Your weapon's one shot, but in the time that it takes you to scope in, I can kill you, and I understand that your weapon's not mobile. Do you? But if you're gonna sit there and camp
With
in
the
a
shotgun.
room with a shotgun, an assault rifle, an SMG, just sell your game, bro.
That's
It's not.
fucking
It's
lit.
not for you.
It's fucking lit.
It's not for you.
Listen, it's skill based, not bitch based.
Like, learn how to move around the map.
Like
If
you got
die,
a fucking
it's
haul
okay.
ass. Try building, goddamn them.
But my thing is, the,
Oh,
the
Fortnite.
Animal Crossing community.
Yeah, Fortnite's already toxic. I already know about that.
So the Animal Crossing community getting mad at people who do things like time skip, and it's like,
oh yeah, I think that's the only thing that people got mad about.
yeah, it's like
no, there's
does
a
the-
lot of things they got mad about.
It's like, does the time, because people were going forward into like winter and getting things that they couldn't get, and it's like, is them time skipping personally affecting you? No,
No, not really.
but okay,
we
does
just
it personally
wanna-
affect your island?
I think it's just mostly just them being jealous.
We just want to collect all the fishes and all the bugs. Literally, that's it.
I'm
And
gonna
also
pause
get
for
the
a second.
special
Sounds
edition
like beta
outfits.
testers.
I want to pause for a second. You hear this? What kind of argument is this in a community? We want to collect bugs and rocks and fishes.
That's literally it. We just
And you're getting mad that they're skipping forward in time to collect more bugs, rocks, and fishes.
It's because some shit is seasonal, alright?
Yeah, like some of the bugs.
And there's literally nothing stopping you
From
if you
going
didn't
back
have
and
enough
forth.
time to get everything to just go back to the start of the season.
Yeah, and then like some people try to skip
There's no bad argument.
to move to a day that's raining.
So why they should be upset?
Specific fishes and bugs only show up when it rains.
Yeah. That's Animal Crossing for you.
But no, I know a lot of people did
And on
kind of
that
hack
note,
the game that a lot of the things did have to be fixed in the beginning because a lot of people. Oh, and the Easter Bunny. Everybody hates
That
it.
was annoying.
I'm
I'm sorry, that was annoying.
and
I mean, I collected all of it still. I wanted it all.
And on that note, I think we should
Like-
stop.
Animal Crossing's lit.
Like, I remember when I first got Animal
I'm not-
Crossing,
I'm
it
not
was during the
saying
whole
that, it's
Easter
just like-
thing.
In comparison to other toxic fan base, this is what's toxic.
Well, it's
Well,
toxic when
made
people make a big deal out of it.
Exactly. That's stupid. Why are you
Besides
making a
that,
big deal about it?
So nice to be honest. They will you'd be like, hey guys, how do I make this flower? And they'll send you charts, seeds, and be like, here you go,
Yeah.
you do this.
Like, it's the
and
most
this, and
But then
that.
you
friendliest
say
community
something
ever.
about, oh, well, I'll skip ahead to a day where I can get these flowers. Then it goes from them trying to help you to them telling you to kill yourself.
Right, yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Oh, here's,
Like, that-
yeah, this is what you need.
And then people who they come and visit your island, and then they take your stuff, and you're like, I'm leaving it there so I can redecorate later. What the fuck are you doing? I didn't say you could do that.
I never had that
To
happen.
be fair, stop just dropping your stuff on the
I'm decorating. I invited you as a guest. You may go play around,
No,
but
no.
don't take my stuff. That's the number one
So
rule.
the thing is that Yaley is the only person that I've seen that does this. She'll just walk around the
he's
island.
a bad island
She'll
guest.
walk. I don't take your stuff though. But
Thank God.
She
If
walks
she
around.
did, you guys live with each other. You guys
I know, but she'll just walk around and then just drop stuff out of her inventory.
Because I need to pick up other
here's,
stuff.
here's the issue. Then she'll start inviting random people on the internet to come to her
God.
island
No,
who
I
she'll
haven't done
never
that.
talk to again.
I've never done
You
that.
did.
Didn't you invite our mutual online friend on Instagram?
Yes, I did invite him.
Dude, I just started inviting people to my island. Even though it's literally nothing, it'd be fun to have them over.
It was pretty cool.
I mean,
should-
we
you
all,
should go to
I mean, we
Yaley's
all have
sisters.
Animal Crossing.
We
don't
all
play.
need to have an Animal
Except
Crossing
you,
party.
You need,
Oh my
you
god,
need
you
Animal
should
Crossing.
definitely go to my sister's.
Fine, I'll
Dude,
buy it for you.
I
I'll
swear
buy
to
it.
God,
It's not a
you
game for me.
start
It
Animal
really
Crossing.
isn't.
Dude, my mom loves Animal Crossing. She plays it. It's insane.
I'll
Forget
probably start back
Animal
up Animal Crossing just because you guys are playing it.
Dude, I fucking love Animal Crossing. It's so fucking
It's just gonna be so awkward for me
It's
because my
so
villager's
relaxing.
I'm dead.
Like, I just come home from work tired as fuck, ready to die, and I fire up Animal Crossing, and I'm over here picking up sticks. It's fucking lit. It's lit. I swear, it's lit.
I mean, I'll admit it's relaxing. It's just
No, I get it. Trust me, I understand the appeal of the game. It's just, honestly, it's just not a game for me.
But yeah, I mean, it's nice because people will send you charts that you need.
Like,
for
if you
collecting
need help, they will
Again,
help you.
Or
Again,
your
I
Wikipedia
understand.
page.
I really do.
like
But
it's
if you try
it's a
cheating,
sinful game.
if
I
you try
understand.
cheating, they will come at you with full force.
I understand.
like I think that's like let's see. It's just the only thing that the Animal Crossing community is just bad for is just being jealous or just having like some weird superiority complex.
Yeah. Oh, and then
And the whole
another one,
space bump thing.
people. This was a big issue for a big community.
Animal Crossing in space.
Animal Crossing, like if you had, there's a bunch of Animal Crossing pages on Facebook where you can like
Trade
trade
characters.
stuff, and then people will come to other people's island, and then just take the stuff and bounce without paying, and give them bells.
Oh, I know what you're
And
talking
people-
about. It's like they advertise that stuff and then
Yeah, and then they just come and take it and then not pay and then leave right away and be like, bye, I'm never gonna see you again.
It'd be like, this is probably the hardest thing you can find. You just go up and take it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like making a moon or a UFO. It's hard.
I think if I remember right, like people are like trying to sell people islanders that they wanted.
Yeah, there's a whole Amazon kind of thing for Animal Crossing villagers that you want.
It's a whole
Look
drop
us on.
market
Can't you
for
get
Animal
them
Crossing.
through,
Like for me, I was trying to get the
Yeah, I bought knockoff amiibo cards.
yeah, I got an actual amiibo card. I got Apollo. Like I wanted Apollo so badly, so I had to like wait for a fucking amiibo card to come in the mail.
You know what? I have these two villagers. One's name is Chatters, and the other's name is Bettina.
Stop it with them. He gives all his villagers romantic interest. It's
I'm-
kind of gross.
Don't do that. You're the one who did that with Bettina. and
Okay,
Chatters.
because we're both rats. It makes sense.
Anyway, I have a bunch of dope villagers. Like
They're
they're
pretty whack.
pretty nice. I have Tank,
You
the
said
elephant.
full-
Okay,
Dirty
Tank's
Liberty.
very cool to be honest. He's a very cool dude.
I also have a penguin. I have an elephant. No, Tank's a rhino. I have an elephant. I have a bear that's blue, and its name Blue Bear.
That's lit. That's lit.
Have you guys like noticed when Animal Crossing was like just really hitting, especially during the whole pandemic, like
The
when it
beginning.
was at the whole like at its peak and whatever?
Yeah.
It's like a lot of
We're good.
artists and furry people, like artists and furries, just came together and they just started drawing like, a lot of Animal Crossing art.
Wilbur.
Like,
You know-
like remember, I mean, she drew like a
Dodos.
lot of Animal Crossing art.
Yeah, she did a lot. But the thing I noticed when Animal Crossing first came out, especially when COVID first hit, is that everybody beat the game in a few days.
Because we cheated.
No, not just that. No, because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
You're stuck at home playing Animal Crossing. They beat it right away.
Yeah, that
People
was one
complained
thing.
because they blame Nintendo because it was too easy.
I mean, it's either play
No, I
Animal
mean,
Crossing or
'cause-
play Sims.
Yeah, when you
God.
play Animal Crossing, you really do have to skip ahead in time because once you complete your task for the day, there's nothing you can do.
No,
You
oh.
So I'm
can't
not
break
just-
no more rocks. You can't
Yeah.
hit the trees
I can't.
anymore.
I can't play Animal Crossing.
See,
that
that's
much.
why I play Sims, because
No, I can't. Dude, Sims is boring as fuck. I know.
that's your opinion.
Anyways, I can't play Animal Crossing for that long. I'll play Animal Crossing, do my thing, quit, watch YouTube, go to the bathroom, come back, and fire me.
'Cause at least with Sims, you can do the same thing with Animal Crossing stuff where you're like, your Sim character's like 8, and you can take them to college, you can make them a celebrity.
Did you ever play My Sims?
Yeah, I had it like on 3DS or something. Or Wii.
The
Dude,
game was kind of weird.
I
Yeah,
remember.
it was too kiddie for me. Like, I'm used to The Sims being like rated teen for
It
teen.
was linear too.
I mean, it was
Like,
kind
it
of
made you do things.
like it was like story driven, but it was kind of like it was basically like a knockoff combination of like Animal Crossing and Sims had a baby.
But I remember a Sims game for the DS where you're stranded on an island.
Oh,
Oh,
Sims
Sims.
Castaway,
Was it? Okay, I remember.
Island Castaway.
I remember playing that, and I remember the last thing I remember because it wasn't mine; it was my cousin's, and I played it for a bit. The last thing I remember is catching my character on fire. That was it. That was it, and I just quit. And I was like, "This game's boring."
Oh, that's like one of the things that some people do with their Sims. They just trap
Kill
them
them.
in a room and just set them on fire.
Yeah, I fucking love it. It's real life arson.
What?
But
Are you laughing at Sim murder? Oh, what the hell? Isn't
What
that
the-
your character?
Talk.
Yes, it's my character.
Ew.
ew,
He's doing the All Might face.
ew.
It's not on my space.
Yes, it is.
It is,
Yeah,
it's
it's all that
pixelated.
piece, yeah.
Eat that. Eat
You
this.
say eat.
Talk.
You say eat this.
Eat
Say,
this.
hey, do you
Adrian.
remember what I told you when I gave you my power?
Eat
Turn
this.
around, turn away, turn back. He was like, talk.
Eat this. What? No.
No, not that.
No, are you saying Webby?
Have you seen all the, hentai stuff?
Hell yeah,
Animal Crossing
dude!
characters?
Isabel.
No.
No, not Isabel. That's basic as
I mean,
hell.
I've seen one with Tom.
Apollo.
What's
Wilbur?
that?
I've seen one with
What's that
Tom Nook.
Egyptian
Like, I've seen a
cat?
lot with Tom
What's the
Nook.
purple
Tom-
Egyptian cat? The black Egyptian cat?
Oh, I know
I've seen a lot.
Cleopatra?
I've seen a
Cleo?
lot of that. That's
I've seen a
really
lot
good
of her, and like one of my friends did a fandom of that.
I've seen
too.
a lot of fuzzies.
Fuzzy.
Dude, Isabella getting rocked is the best.
Oh my
Yo,
god!
have
Why is
you
it
read
like
the new
hentai?
chapter of My Hero?
No, I haven't.
Don't.
I have caught up to Black Clover in a span of 3 hours thanks to being stuck in a tax place.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Here, let me.
And I finally
where's my
reached the
phone?
time skip, and holy fuck.
Don't say anything because I haven't gotten there
All
yet.
I'm gonna say is this new enemy can wipe out Yawak.
I
I swear to God,
I
I
don't know,
swear.
man.
Once you get to it, you'll see exactly what I mean.
Yawak and Eisen are two of the most broken characters.
I know
in
they're
anime.
broken, but this fucker, he is broken, but he makes sense how he's broken.
I don't know. I think the simple fact that Yawak can be like, oh, there's a future where you did that and you hurt me.
That's
I
one
don't
of your
like that. So
Philbert
that future
voicing
doesn't
of
exist.
this.
Right.
That's busted.
That's fucking broken, yeah, I know.
I'll probably
that
just play
shit's
that later,
fucking
but
dank.
Like, bro, was I saying that to
You
you
know
guys?
what? Tomorrow I'm gonna get
About the whole
McDonald's
Itachi
breakfast.
thing?
I'm gonna get breakfast at McDonald's tomorrow. It might kill me and give me a heart attack, but god damn it, it's good. No.
Okay.
McGriddle sounds good right now.
Yeah, McGrill be sound fire.
Oh
dude,
yeah.
You ever been, dude?
I guess we'll save this for like next cast because I wanted to talk about Hello Boston close enough.
There was one time where I got drunk as shit at a Smash tournament in fucking like Bellevue, and I wasn't driving.
Where is
Friends of mine took me out, and I played Smash drunk, and I ended up getting second place. And then afterwards, we went to fucking goddamn Village Inn.
Yo, when I play Smash High, it's fucking crazy.
Dude, when I play Smash in general, I just turn into like the most sadistic person I can be.
Hey, you know what else? I hope
I'd be
GTA
laughing
6,
at your death.
I hope GTA 6 has crossplay. Because I think that'd be another fun thing to do.
Isn't GTA 6 supposed to be a remake of Vice City?
Not a remake, but it's supposed to be in Vice City.
Okay.
So they didn't do the whole...
maybe not in Vice. We don't know what it is.
From what I've heard, the closest things they got is that it's going to take place
Okay,
in
so
Vice
this is
City.
my friend Phil doing voiceover.
But also, other people say it's going to take place in Vice City, and then sometimes
Liberty
San
City.
Andreas and all this shit.
I heard that's going to be one where like you kind of go around.
Yeah, you go from one place to the other and all this shit.
Now, what I hope they do is in the multiplayer, I hope they let you
Dead.
import your character from GTA
He also did
5.
more.
Because I am not trying to restart that. I don't even remember what I named my character.
Dude, how do you... Dude, you know what? Actually, speaking of GTA 5, you know what I don't like? It's the fucking shark cards. How you... I like in the old school ones, you can put cheat codes, you get like a bunch of money. And this one, you have to pay money to get money.
Well, yeah, for online.
And I'm like...
You don't have to do that in the multiplayer.
Well, yeah, no,
in
no.
the single player.
No, you don't have to do that. But online multiplayer, if you want the good shit, you have to pay for the good shit.
Not really.
It's fucking dank. I hate it.
They don't force you
He's good.
to pay for it.
Oh, he also did this one.
I mean, yeah, you have to buy it, but you don't have to pay for it with your own money. You can earn the money.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right.
Yeah, like, you can always earn the money. It's just...
Also, how I don't like how GTA 5, where you go online, and you're immediately sniped. I fucking hate that shit.
You don't know how to lag people out?
Hey man, I don't know. You just like summon a bunch of shit.
No, you know what? So on Xbox, you can go into a online lobby, and then you can go to your network settings, test your NAT type, and then it'll remove you from that lobby and put you in your own online lobby.
He is so meta for
Where you
that.
can do everything that you could do,
I like that.
but you don't have to worry about the people. Of course, people will start joining later on, but you can essentially make your own lobby for a set.
You know, one thing I noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but videos popping up of piracy warnings on video
What?
games.
I mean, I've seen that
Especially
sometimes.
the biggest one on when Mario Party DS, the piracy came up. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I just
I mean,
saw
I see it,
Neil,
like-
sorry.
Like, you know how whenever we get to a cutscene in a video game, they always, like, cut the recording thing off? It's sort of like that. I noticed that a lot.
Not like that, but like it's not real. But there was a video that came up on YouTube about Nintendo's piracy on a DS. It's not real, but it basically glitched out the game. Made it look like a creepypasta, and then it showed the whole gang behind bars, and it says, "Piracy is no party," and all this shit. Like it was kind of creepy. But then they kept doing it on other games, and it's like a new way of creepypasta now.
Nice.
And I'm like, that's interesting.
Liddy.
They did one for Super Mario Odyssey. It was pretty lit. Like it had like Japanese text on it, English and Japanese text. It looked legit. So it's kind of crazy because they look legit, even though Nintendo doesn't really do anything like that. They just don't let you play the game.
Should we
Oops, my
cut
bad.
the cast here? 'Cause
Guys,
someone's
I got
gone.
a snail.
It's almost 1? Oh, yeah. So,
Rip.
alright guys, we'll pick the podcast up tomorrow.
Tomorrow, part 2, we're gonna talk about why Americans don't like black anime characters.
That's
Whoa.
not true.
Okay. So, tomorrow we're going to pick up the podcast on, I don't know. We'll just catch you all on the next one. Thank you for listening in. Thank you for watching.
About time. And next time, actually chat in the chat.
There's no one in the chat.
Come on, stop being losers. Do something with your life. No,
Yo,
no.
come on, don't say
I
that.
think we need to like, find a good hashtag or something.
Hashtag cursed comments.
But thanks for joining. This is Now.
Literally.
Signing off.